Hello, sorry, how are we all doing? Oh, hey, how are we all doing? Good to see you all. Welcome back to Premier League, Dad. It's the big night. It's the big night, I'll be honest. I've seen the lineups and I am bricking it because we've got no Ekatiki. We've got no Ekatiki. What's going on here? Ah, Liverpool, not even on the bench. Let's be honest, you look at them lineups, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion, isn't it? But listen, we're gonna ride it out. It's fine. We're the champions. We're the champions. We're gonna put our chest and our shoulders back, and we're gonna go and give them a game. Hopefully, please give them a game. Oh, please give them a game. Sweet Lord, please give them a game. I cannot be doing with it. Right, hang on a second. Yeah, we desperately just need to give them a game at this point. We just need to sort a game out and actually turn up for once at Arsenal, because we haven't done it in so long. Right, hang on a second. Apparently there's been a warning in France. I didn't know this, but apparently there's been a warning in France that people need to take cover. How true that is, I don't know. I don't even know what it's to do with, but we've got relatives in France who said that they had a message from the government to say, take cover. So if you're in France and you're watching along, please do take cover, or let me know in the chat what it's all about, because I don't actually know if it's true. Are we actually on now? Yay! We are. We're on. Finally. Fantastic. We're finally on TikTok. Oh, thank God for that. Right, we're back on. I've managed to get the old ban lifted. So it means we're going to have to be very careful about what we say now. Right, sorry. Let me just... We're all tip-top and we're on the chat. How's it going? Right, perfect. Big night of football. Let's be honest, a big night of football. What we saying? Ethan, how's it going? Let me catch up with everyone in the chat. Steve-O, Scottish, good to see you. Petro Venus, come on you Gunners. Jennifer says, come on Liverpool. Tony, Curtis Jones on the thumbnail. Damn, when a team has Curtis as their best player. Listen, we haven't really got many other alternatives, Tony. I'll level with you, mate. Just here for the Key Thomas crash out. Hey, listen, don't count your chickens just yet, Tony. Scottish JHK says, key given, there's no, can you make Steve on? Why is that not happened? Has it not actually come on? Right, hang on a sec. Right, perfect. Okay, so edit customization. So I can do it if I go into where's customization? Customization. Does anyone know where the pissing hell that is? There is no customization. Is the live control room? I'm here asking ChatGPT where the live control room is, because there is no such thing. Gotcha. There should be a settings bar somewhere. Daz Reynolds, North Wales, how's it going? LJ says, hi Key, who's winning Supercopa de España? I would guess tomorrow it's going to be Barcelona. I can't imagine anyone else winning it, to be honest. Yeah, sorry, I am just turning on slow mode and subscriber mode. I don't know why it didn't come on even before, though I did enable it, and now it's saying there is a way I can do it during the live. Um, there is no. Arsenal are linked, not signed. With who? With who? Who are they linked with? Gay is that, I imagine. Gay, to be honest, Mark Gay isn't going to Liverpool. That one is done and dusted. There's no way we get Mark Gay. Absolutely no way at all. Right, what are we saying? Sorry, let me read the chat. I am trying to keep up with the chat. LJ, good to see you. Steve says Arsenal want to say gay, even though they have the best defensive duo in history. Stephen King, hi Key mate, how's it going? Good to see you. One day or less, hope you well. Fresh trim, Key. It is it is a fresh trim. It is a fresh trim. Samuel, why do you hate Arsenal so much, mate? I don't, mate. I just hate you. I'm only kidding. I don't hate Arsenal at all. Joe, hi Key, still ecstatic after last night. Beast mentality from the tune. Unbelievable. Look how high in the table Newcastle are now as well. Jake, yes, Key, big game today. It is, mate. It's a huge game. And man like Harv, hey Key, going to be a good game today. May the best man win. Same to you, mate. Absolutely same to you. Let's see. Listen, I'll still be here no matter what. All these, they'll all run off, whether it's Arsenal. There'll be some Arsenal, genuinely, some Arsenal watch-alongs tonight where they'll lose. I mean, I don't think they will lose, but let's say they did lose. Let's say they did. They'll all switch it off very quickly. They won't even come back on. They'll disappear, and it'll be the same with some Liverpool fans. There'll be some who shut down and they'll react. Not me. I'll still be here. We'll be taking the abuse all the way through to the post-match. Joe says, Key, I always said nothing wrong with how. And Finley says, will Arsenal bottle the league this year? Well, it again remains to be seen, doesn't it? That Arsenal team looks very good. The Liverpool team is not the team that we would like to field, let's be honest. It's a way off. It is a way off. TJ Farmer says, your lineup is shit. I wouldn't disagree with you. I wouldn't disagree with you at all. Well, that gives you no excuses then, does it? You've got to win because our lineup's shit. There you go. Ready-made excuses. Ben Bryant says, you come across like you hate Arsenal. Well, then you just need to stop being a little sensitive little snowflake, don't you, Ben? Sack up, sunshine. Beanie says, best football channel on TikTok. Cheers, Beanie. Generational Gooner, I promise I will be here. Good to see. That's what we want to see. Gooners sticking around. Liverpool fans sticking around. The banter will be back and forth. It'll be all good fun. Nutwood. Hello, lad. Been talking about you this week. Good. I'm glad. Glad to hear it. No such thing as bad press and all that. Dad says going 3-1 away win tonight, Key. 3-1 away win? You think we're going to win 3-1 away at Arsenal? I'll take that. I will take that. Joe, I also found out I passed my maths resit today as well, Key. So great week. Nice. Love that. Love that. Man like Harv, I'd stay here too, mate. Key's entertaining. Yes. Love that. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Right. Okay. So, here's the situation as it stands. Apparently, Scottish, you have more power than I do right now. You have more power than I do because you can enable something midstream that I can't, apparently, as the host. I don't know how true that is, but you might be able to enable slow mode, and I might not be able to, from what I'm being told. Because I cannot access it at all. But I'll be honest, listen, we'll manage. If it's dreadful and it kicks off, we'll manage. We'll live. We'll make it work. Alan says, will be a good game. Watch last game in Sol Bucao. 2-2, last game of the season. And Ben says, all right, dude, you don't need to get personal. It wasn't personal. I just said, don't be a little snowflake. That wasn't being personal. Ethan, even if there was, mate, I can't tell you. Are Liverpool cooked? I don't know what that means. Steve also says Man City have Enzo lined up for the end of the season or even potentially before due to a poor run. Enzo Maresca, you think? Shell, Key, just to bring something to your attention, I had abuse on here last night and no one timed them out or blocked the person, so I left the stream. Wow. Okay, Shell. I didn't know. I didn't spot it. We'll flag it. In fact, I mean, there might even be, well, going forward, we will have a way to report that in terms of we've got a Discord now. I'll need to talk to you about that tonight. But we've got a Discord now. We'll be able to talk about that, and you'll be able to flag it to me off the stream and whatever, and we'll figure it out. Don't worry. But if there is anything, just let me know. Let me know. Even if you go and let me know on Twitter or on TikTok, I'm live in other places. I'll make sure Shell priority numero uno. There's absolutely no one's taking the mick out of Shell. Not a chance. But yeah, please don't feel the need to. I understand why you did, but please don't feel the need to leave. We'll make it work. Ethan says the owners aren't reactionary like every other club. Enzo has nothing in his locker that Pep doesn't. He taught him everything he knows. And Stephen says, did you see Borough? I saw the result. I haven't seen the game. No. Joe says, Key, is it only members in Discord? It's not, mate. No. So we have got a members only like lounge, but basically there's 4 sections. So there's members only. There's like an 18 plus area, which you'll have to prove that you're over 18 to get into, which is more like for the stuff that we can't talk about on TikTok. Not anything super 18 plus. I'm talking like predictions, prophecies, things like that. I'm talking about that stuff. So yeah, you'll have to put that in a different one. And then there'll be what was the other one? Pub chat, the lounge, which is going to be like where we can talk about everyday stuff. And then there's the members area, which is like just for members. So there will be a members only bit. Tom says, regardless of who wins, this guy can be happy. I'll be happy. The bastard, you must be licking your lips. You get to talk about Arsenal again all night. I talk about Arsenal every night, irrespective of who's playing, mate. Apparently, allegedly. Air Force Ones, have you seen Liverpool's subs bench compared to Arsenal's? I have. That just means they have no excuse now, do they? They have absolutely no excuses, Arsenal. If they don't win tonight, then it's a dreadful, dreadful performance. They have to win, and they should win quite comfortably, shouldn't they? Let's be honest. They should absolutely batter Liverpool tonight. Based off that bench, it shouldn't even be a contest. It should be over as a contest long before the game even starts. Air Force One says, Key Thomas, your team getting a slap in tonight. I don't think we are, mate. I think we're getting as an absolute bare minimum. A bare minimum, a draw. I think we get a draw. An absolute bare minimum. Be yourself, Dylan says, apparently Liverpool want to sign Mason Greenwood. That ain't happening. For duck's sake, says Arsenal don't even have to win this game to win the league. It's done already. Well, allegedly. Allegedly. Thomas, how's it going, Key? Can't wait for kickoff. Just hope Arsenal lose to Liverpool tonight. And Thomas says, what's the lineup? Yeah, let's do the lineups. Let's do the lineups. So the lineups are as follows for this one. The lineups are as follows. For Arsenal, they have got Raya in goal, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié. Not sure about that left back. Odegaard, Zubamendi, Rice, midfield, and then Saka, Gyökeres, Trossard. It's actually not that great an attack. It's really not. Trossard and Gyökeres, I mean, Trossard probably scores against us because he's just one of them spawny players, isn't he? Always pops up with a goal. But I'm not worried about Trossard. I'm not worried about Gyökeres. And we can get joy maybe down that right-hand side. So, yeah, they've got a decent bench, though. They've got Eze, Gabriel Jesus, Madueke, Martinelli, Marino, Norgard, White, and Kepa. Oh, and Lewis Skelly as well. So that's the Arsenal team. The Liverpool team is Alisson in goal, Conor Bradley right back, Kirkes left back, Van Dijk and Kanate in the middle, McAllister, Alexis McAllister, for fuck's sake. Alexis McAllister in midfield with Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. No Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones, our thumbnail cover star tonight. Not even on the pitch, he's on the bench. Wirtz is off the left, Frimpong is off the right, and Gakpo. Cody Gakpo, centre forward, should have been a match winner the other day against Fulham. Cody Gakpo is the lone centre forward for Liverpool. We need a big game out of Frimpong, a very big game out of Wirtz. And that midfield three, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch, they have to win their individual battles. They absolutely have to win them. Liam says, Key, are you up for this game more than any other game? It's Arsenal at the end of the day. No, listen, I'm up for this game as much as any other game. It's 3 points. Doesn't matter whether you're playing Arsenal away or Wolves at home. It's 3 points. Arsenal are basically getting the title given to them this season anyway. So whatever happens today, whether we win, they win, or a draw, we'll finish 4th or 3rd, and they'll win the league, probably. I can't really see any other outcome. Cecil says, will Szoboszlai's salty comment about them Arsenal having to beat the champions come back to bite him? Unless it's the glory, at least Reed is not playing. Well, yeah, at least Harrison Reed ain't played. The Liverpool bench, by the way, just to confirm, the Liverpool bench is Freddie Woodman, Mamadashvili, goalkeepers, and then it's Robertson, Ramsey, Nione, Jones, Gomez, Chiesa, and Rio Wingamoa. Yeah, Shell, if he comes back in, we'll just get rid. We'll just get rid. It's, yeah, there's no, don't worry, honestly, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know it's easier said than done, but we'll just move him on. Yeah, we'll just move him on. Honestly, don't worry about it. If they come back in, we'll just move him on. Craigie says the clips are going to be meme-worthy tonight. They will be if Liverpool... Can you imagine if Liverpool win, by the way? Can you imagine... Like, let's be honest. I'm sure this deep down in some Arsenal fans, they're just getting a little bit nervy. I think they... Listen, all of the whole, like... If there's one thing we know in football, right, is that you can't be sure of anything. And right now, tonight, you look at that Arsenal bench, the Arsenal first team, the Liverpool bench, the Liverpool first team. Arsenal should win this quite comfortably. They should win it by 2 or 3, right? They should. They really should. And they might do. And if they do, congratulations, fair play to Arsenal. They'll win the league. No problem, right? But we're the champions. there's not bad players out there tonight. Wirtz is a very, very talented player who's having a good spell at the minute. Frimpong has been very good since he's come back in. I still firmly believe Van Dijk and Konate are amongst the very best centre-backs pairings around. Alisson's the best goalie in the world. I don't think anyone would doubt that. Gravenberch and Szoboszlai have been, well, maybe not Gravenberch, but Szoboszlai has been exceptional this season. Gravenberch is still one of the best young midfielders around. McAllister's a liability, and but ultimately, we have got a team that can go and hurt Arsenal. And I think just deep down in some Arsenal fans' minds, they're thinking, do you know what? The pressure's massively on us tonight. We've got to win here. We have got to win here. It's not about Arsenal coming in and, oh, you know, they get a point. Oh, great. It's a great point. Deep down, do you know what? Do you know what still lingers? Do you know what still lingers with these Arsenal fans, by the way? Can we just point this out? The thing that still lingers with them, right? That still just, not rankles, I guess, but just still sets them off is that City game, right? The City game where Arsenal got a point, and at the very end they all go, yes, get in there, right, from a point away at City. That's the Arsenal mentality that they need to escape from. And I'm still not 100% confident they have done, to be honest. If they don't win tonight against the champions, whew, I mean, with this, I don't know what more. You couldn't create a more fitting circumstance for Arsenal to win this. They have to win it. They absolutely have to win it. Anything other than a win is appalling, quite frankly. Anything other than a win. Adam says, Rice in the thumbnail. Are you expecting a masterclass from him? Well, given he's the best midfielder since Zico or Steven Gerrard or whoever you want, I mean, Christ, maybe we have to expect one. Maybe we have to. Generational Gooner says, not going to be easy. 9 of your starting 11 are playing. And what are we saying? Sorry. Mr. Whopper says, spends 500 million as champions to end up fighting with United and calling a 2-0 loss. You're absolutely starving, aren't you? But listen, mate, if you spend 500 million, you spent more than us. So again, let's just remember that. You spent more than us. You spent more than us. Liam says, Gakpo's going to be streaking after equalising. And Liam says, Key, is it true that Liverpool have signed a young Senegal player? Fabrizio confirmed it. Yeah, apparently so. We've signed a young centre-back, under 17s. He's not a player that we're going to be talking about in the first team for a while. Adam says, Ekatiki's a big miss. He's absolutely a big miss, yeah. He's very much so. Glover says, if Arsenal drop a single point from now until the end of the season, they won't finish in the top 4. DN, I think this game's going to be awful. One of them where it's being hyped up. Possibly. Yeah, could well be a 0-0 this, couldn't it? Cagey 0-0. AC says Slot's last game tonight. It isn't Slot's last game. It's never going to be Slot's last game, this one. Never, ever, ever. Slot is going to be Liverpool manager next year. He is an absolutely unbelievable manager. We don't want him going anywhere. Mark says, game won't be easy for Arsenal. Arsenal fan here and we lost away from home. I see, they're just setting the expectations now. These Arsenal fans are just having a little... Well, actually, you're actually not a bad side. Maybe we won't beat you. I know your game, Mark. I know your game. U10 says, I see Arsenal putting 5 past us. Listen, that's a classic Liverpool mentality. Is I think they're going to put... No. Arsenal aren't putting 5 past us. They're not putting 5 past us. They might beat us tonight, though. It's infinitely possible that they might beat us. We've not been great all season. We've not got a load of our best players. We haven't got Salah, Ekatike, or Isak, right? We haven't got any of our best players in terms of going forward, and that's a big, big problem for us. Leicester Glory, is it time for Joe Gomez? Can you imagine Joe Gomez getting the winner tonight off the bench? Adam says, have you spoken about Thomas Frank's coffee cup yet? I've seen the picture, and I thought it was AI at first. Thomas Frank walking round the pitch with an Arsenal-branded mug as an under-pressure Tottenham manager. That is like 12 different kinds of stupid, isn't it, for Thomas Frank? Can you imagine anywhere in the world? Like, that's just, what is going on? Why would you do that? Why? Did he address it? Cecil says it's such a Spursy thing to do. And Scott Downen says, I've just got here, so maybe it's been discussed, but Frimpong playing forward is unusual, right? It is and it isn't. It is and it isn't. Frimpong has played most of his minutes for Liverpool, it feels like, at right wing this season. He's not really played for us this season. When he has played at right wing, he's done all right. He got the assist for the opening goal against Wolves. Played really well, got down the right touchline. He has got pace to burn, we know that. And maybe that's something that he can help us with tonight with having an out ball, because we haven't really got any pace in the wide areas. Wirtz is going to drift in. Frimpong is going to be our only out ball. We're going to need Kirkes very, very high. So I'm not sure, I'm really not sure. Mick92, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. How long is a piece of string, says Arteta, the best little Spaniard we know. Oh, the Everton fans are piling in because they got battered off Wolves last night. Stephen says, will you let Slot live at yours when they beat you? I think he'll be all right in his big house on the Whittle, mate. Sure, he'll be fine. But yeah, we've got 30 minutes to kick off. We've got 30 minutes to kick off for one of the biggest games of the season. If you're watching along, if you're new around here, please do click like, follow, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It massively helps. Dean says, did you watch Newcastle Leeds yesterday? I watched Burnley Man United, mate, and then at full time, there's about 10 minutes left. People in the chat was like, there's 10 minutes left, Key, there's 10 minutes left. Get the Newcastle Leeds game on. And it was 3-3. And yeah, we saw the Harvey Barnes winner at the end. It was a fantastic goal. Really good goal. And apparently it was a very good game, but we missed most of it, obviously, watching the United-Burnley game. Scott says, well explained, Key, about Frimpong. Makes more sense now. Mate, I think it's just that we haven't got any width. That's the problem with Liverpool. We haven't got any wingers. Arne Slot said it all week. He plays with wingers. He likes playing with wingers. He hasn't got any wingers. So Frimpong's the only natural width he really has. U10 says we need to somehow get the game called off. I am not prepared for this game. Right, so the game, look at the pitch, right? Look at the pitch, look at the environment. It's a very wet and windy and horrible atmosphere, I think, for a lot of these players tonight. Will that suit Arsenal or Liverpool more? I'm really not sure how Liverpool are going to approach this, I don't know whether Liverpool are going to sit in. Are they going to sit in and almost play counter-attack and try and play with Frimpong and Kirkes high and use them as the out ball? A little bit like Chelsea do. You've seen how Chelsea play quite recently. They have Cucurella and whether it's Gusto or James, whoever it might be, but they have them very high, almost as their furthest players forward at times when they've got the ball at the back, and that might maybe be an issue. Yeah, Steve, we're just gonna get you back, mate. We're just gonna move you on. Sorry, mate. We're not having talk like that, mate. There you go. Shell, no more. It's all gone, sorted very, very quickly. All done and dusted. No more needs to be said. Choc Chart, hello Key, 4-0 to Arsenal. You think? U10 says we should play counter, but we won't, and Arsenal will punish us. Do you think that's the right? I don't think that's the right approach. I don't think that's the right approach at all. Not at all. That is not the right approach. You can't be doing that. Can't be sitting in away at Arsenal and accepting that, because all that'll happen is we'll just be treated like every other team. Arsenal will control the game, wear us down, nick one in off bloody Trossard's arse. It'll bounce in. That's a standard. That's the standard Arsenal game this season, isn't it? So, I feel like we need to offer a bit more going forward, We do need to offer a bit more. Yassin says Arsenal 3, Liverpool 2. Dylan thinks it's going to be 2-1 to Arsenal. Aziz thinks 5-1. Tadeusz says Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. Mick, go on you Gunners. Oh, even the Everton fans. They're all supporting Everton tonight. They're all supporting Gunners tonight. Thomas says, what's your score prediction? I think 1-1. I said 1-1 last night. I'm going to go for 1-1 again. I think this is going to be 1-1. I think Liverpool have a goal in them somewhere. Whether it's the first goal, I think it might be the first goal, you know. I think we might score first. If Arsenal score first, especially if they score in the first half, I'll be really worried. I'll be really, really worried. We can't concede in the first half. We need to step it up. We can't concede in the first half. Concede in the first half, game's done. Game is done if we concede in the first half. Lord Yorkshire says, I don't normally want Arsenal to win, but tonight I make an exception. Who's your team again, Lord Yorkshire? I can't remember. I think we did speak about this. Adam says, Gakpo did his best Trossard impression with the thigh goal v Fulham. And Jim Bob says, have you noticed Pep on the touchline always spitting? You'd think his missus or someone around him would say it's not a good look. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mick92 says, you want us to go down. You shouldn't expect anything less from me. What did you think of Keane getting sent off last night, by the way? We'll just divert from the whole Arsenal chat for a minute. Do you think Michael Keane deserved to get sent off last night, Mick? As an Everton fan. I've heard a lot of Everton fans saying they didn't think he should have been sent off, which I was astonished by. If I'm dead honest, I am absolutely astonished by. Lord Yorkshire, you're a mank. A mank from Yorkshire. Crikey. U10 says Arsenal want Gay on a free, which I don't get, as he doesn't get over Gabriel or Saliba. They might want him. I'm sure they'd want him. But do you think Gay goes there? I think if Gay's got offers available to him all across Europe, do you think he goes to Arsenal? Doesn't, does he? He's not going to Arsenal. He's not going to Arsenal. Anthony Lafleur says, big up Key, watching my club take on Genoa while listening in. My prediction's Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2. I'll take that now. Reece, I'm happy with that Arsenal lineup, although I would have personally started Martinelli. I'm glad Martinelli's not playing because he's got a habit of scoring against us. Adam says, why does Pep always stick his tongue out when he's talking? Again, no idea. Mick says, nope, didn't purposely do it, but I get the red because it's in the letter of the law. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a funny one, that one. But I feel like if you're pulling someone's dreads down and you can't really head the ball, I feel like it's got to be a red card. Mohamed Yassin says, I can see Szoboszlai scoring another free kick. Raya's positioning is always suspect. Have to keep an eye out for that then tonight. Free kick, we'll remember that, Mohamed. If there is a free kick that's coming in for Liverpool, we'll remember you saying that. I'll reference you if we score from a free kick. Mohamed Yassin's shout won us that one. But somehow I don't think it's going to be. FCB up the Liverpool, and Choc Chart says, I can't see how Liverpool will win. Arsenal on fire. Listen, Arsenal conceded 2 away at Bournemouth. If Bournemouth can score 2 and Wolves can score 1, and you know they're not impenetrable. I'm telling you, we can get goals here. We're not playing great ourselves, but we can get goals against these. I'm telling you we can. I'm telling you. Certainty. Jake, if we win it, it will be the most Liverpool thing ever to lose the small teams and beat the big teams. It would be the most Liverpool thing ever to win it tonight and then go out against Barnsley in the FA Cup on Monday. That's the most Liverpool thing ever, isn't it? That is absolutely prime Liverpool Football Club, is to beat Arsenal here. It means nothing in the long term. We'll get a big 3 points and we'll celebrate it, but ultimately they'll win the league, we'll finish 3rd or 4th, and we would have done even if we lose tonight. So, bigger picture, this result doesn't really mean anything. It's more important to Arsenal in terms of, like, their head and how they're perceived in terms of, like, can they actually really be a top team? Go and beat the champions kind of thing. I mean, admittedly, it's a champions that we are on our knees at the minute. They're not really beating the champions. Adam says Martinelli off the bench has been critical this season, and Jim Bob says Liverpool their biggest price they've ever been at Arsenal. Say how much the quality has changed between the two. Yeah, that's true enough. And Anthony Lafleur says, I can tell you, Jamie Vardy is enjoying his time in Serie A with Cremonese. He had another good game today with a goal and an assist against Cagliari. I believe he's their top scorer. And Mick92, I'd have sarcastically clapped the ref as well. He was shocking. But again, I've heard otherwise from Everton fans saying exactly the same, that actually he didn't really do anything for either side. He was all right. Wasn't that only his second game in the Premier League? I'm sure it was a new ref, wasn't it? It was a new referee, and he'd only managed his second. That was his second game in the Prem. So I don't know. We'll see. U10 says I wouldn't be surprised if we conceded 3 goals from corners. Fucking corners. Oh, corners. And do you know what's funny? Look at it. Arsenal have rolled out all of the Arsenal legends. Petit, Ljungberg and Pires. They're all here. They're all here. Pires, Ljungberg and Petit. Tucky says, do you think the non-stop heavy rain could make a difference? I don't see why not. I really don't see why not. I think with it could benefit Arsenal. I think it will make a difference. Nearly always does, doesn't it, when it's heavy rain? But who does it benefit? I was asking that earlier. I don't think anyone really knows until we see the game start and it kind of really get into a rhythm. But yeah, it could benefit Arsenal. Could benefit Liverpool. Might not be a benefit at all. But it usually does impact the game. Depends, I guess, on how each team is tactically deciding to approach this. But it is a big, big blow that Liverpool don't have Hugo Ekitike. A massive, massive blow. You look at that bench. That bench is so threadbare. Engamoa, Ramsey, Nyoni, Woodman. You know, these aren't players who should be anywhere near a big away tie at Arsenal, big away game at Arsenal. Robertson, Jones, Gomez, Chiesa. I mean, that's still a very underwhelming set of options off the bench. Really is. Ethan says Jamie Redknapp is nuts. He's just compared Rice and Zubamendi to Petit and Vieira. That's Jamie Redknapp trying to get some sort of a... do you know what? Jamie Redknapp, he's just trying to capture the audience, and that's it. That's all it is. Daguna7, see you getting your excuses ready. Well, I'm not getting my excuses ready. It's standard. Arsenal have to win this. They have to win it. Absolutely have to win it. You've got to beat us today. No doubt at all. Jake says, remember when we beat Madrid and dominated them, and then right after that we got battered by Forest and PSV? Yeah, standard Liverpool. Laguna7, we will. Well, I hope you do, mate, and you come back at full time and let me know about it, because something tells me that if we was to beat you, I won't see you again. Until maybe next time. Until maybe we're playing you again or something like that. You might come out the woodwork then. But, like I said, the expectation is that Arsenal will win tonight. But imagine if you don't. Imagine if you don't. Imagine if you draw and you'll be going, yes! Another draw! Another draw against the title challenging side. Another draw. Great. Well done, Arsenal. Well done. Draw specialists. Samoa Bob says this Liverpool side have no business beating the current Arsenal. We don't, do we? Listen, it's borderline an upset, a shock if the champions win tonight. It's an upset. And is an upset on the cards. I still think we can get at least a point. I really do. Arsenal's bench is worth 260 million. Liverpool's is worth 60 million. There you go, Reese. Reese has covered it all. £260 million bench for Arsenal. Pfft. What's Liverpool's? Less than a quarter of that. Shocking. Shocking. Some more, Bob. It would be funny if this Arsenal team lose to second-year slot Liverpool. Yeah. Always, if Arsenal lose, I'm going to faint. McAllister, mate, I'm telling you, McAllister is going to be a nightmare tonight. Mate, do you know what? McAllister can win me round tonight. Because I have been on his case all season. He has been dreadful, but McAllister could win me round. If McAllister gets even just a 7 out of 10 tonight, I'll be alright. Reece Canate Howler incoming. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. U10 says a good point against the champions. I can see the excuses now if they draw against us. That's it. That is it, innit? That is absolutely it. Yeah. Oh, well, we got it. It's a good point. It's a good point, isn't it? Gaz says Macker is a class player. No, he's not. No, he's not. Not anymore, anyway. Creed, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. I'm here and locked in. Love it. Dylan says Rice is going to score. I don't think so. A Canate or Macker own goal would be incredible. I'm going to explode if it's a McAllister own goal. McAllister, for God's sake. Gaz says, mate, he actually is. Mate, he's literally every single game. If you was rating McAllister out of 10, every single game this season, it's like a 3 out of 10 for most games. He's had 1, maybe 2 good games. Real Madrid, he was maybe an 8, maybe even a 9 out of 10 against Madrid. No surprise, because he was linked with him all summer. And then he had a half-decent game against Villa. He was maybe a 7.5 out of 10 against Villa. Rest of the season, he's literally been like 3 out of 10. He's been so bad. So bad. Evo says Liverpool to win, and Stevo says you didn't miss much, sir. Stevo. Mountain Turtles. I don't want anyone to get point today, because I can't deal with Arsenal fans saying they're the best teams. Amana says it's going to be a good chance for Liverpool. Well, the chat has made it very, very clear. The prediction, the poll that we're running at the minute says Arsenal to win is 71%. There's not a single player. There's not a single person in the chat really seriously thinking that Liverpool are going to win tonight. I think it's hopium, isn't it? It's hopium. Dion says he's been absolutely dross all season. He's playing like he's got no legs. It's like he's running through treacle, innit? I've never known a player so fit who looked so good last season, all of a sudden just dreadful. Sarah says, Kay, did you put only subs? I didn't. I did. I thought I enabled it before the live. It's my first time doing it. And for whatever reason, it hasn't seemed to have worked. So, I'll be honest, it might get a bit chaotic in a bit. If it does, we'll ride it out. We'll manage. Don't worry. We'll make it work. Will says, yes, Key, just played a game of 7-a-side football. Good lad. And the team I played for, we got spanked 5-1. Hey, it happens, mate. Take it on the chin. It's all good. And Mick92, I don't want you to win the coin flip at the start of the game. Sorry, Key. Fucking Everton. The Ev. Giving us grief. Right. Well, we've got 10 minutes to kick off. Philippine says, evening bro, did you see we've signed Tochi Chukwani and Tur Romans, 7 mil for both? I haven't, no. What do you think of them signings for Rangers? Three Star says Liverpool are winning this tonight. And Creed, I do have a feeling, Key, I actually think Liverpool have got a really good chance here. Please. I'm going to be unbearable if we win. If we win, I'm going to be absolutely unbearable. I don't think we will, though. Mick92 says it's got to be done, mate. And some more Bob says, what do you think happens with Gay? Are the rumours that he wants to wait for Liverpool true? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think Mark Gay has got a lot of offers on the table at the minute, and I'm pretty confident that some of the offers will... Well, we're not going to be able to keep up with him, put it that way. There's no way that Liverpool can pay Mark Gay the money that Real Madrid and Barcelona and maybe City will offer him. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to do it. We're not going to be able to throw that sort of money at him. He'll wait till the summer. I don't think he actually moves in January. I think he waits till the summer. But rumours about Arsenal doing it. He's not going to go to Arsenal. Tom Bowers says Arsenal win with a set piece and OG to make Keith Thomas extra happy. Oh, Tom, don't be saying things like that, mate. Samoa says, I think it's funny that City are willing to pay a fee for a player whose contract is expiring in 6 months. Well, listen, we saw it with Trent, didn't it? Real Madrid paid 10 million plus for Trent and he only had 1 month left. So, hey, if Real Madrid will pay it for someone with 1 month left, it's not that surprising that City will pay it for someone with 6 months left. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, this one is a massive, massive game in terms of it's the title, challenges, the great, the great new hope, the new pretenders, the new kids on the block against the existing champions. But bigger picture, Arsenal have to win. Let's call it what it is. Arsenal absolutely have to win. Absolutely have to win. Anything less, and it's an absolute shambles from Arsenal. Mr. Sharpovich says, I have it on good word that Gay has a huge offer from Arsenal in the summer. Oh, he'll have huge offers from everyone. I'm not doubting that at all, but he isn't going to go to Arsenal. No chance at all that Gay goes to Arsenal. No chance. Zero chance. Unless there is a serious chance that Saliba or Gabriel are leaving, which, admittedly, maybe that happens too. Brandon says, to be fair, Key, Arsenal better than Liverpool right now, and remember the table don't lie, Key, so be honest. Yes, Arsenal are better than Liverpool right now. Yeah, quite comfortably, mate. Quite comfortably. £60 million bench we've got tonight compared to Arsenal's £260 million. Tom says, Gay prefers Arsenal move. I don't know why, because he'd be third choice centre-back. He'd be third choice centre-back with us, though. Unless Kanate is going or Van Dijk's. I mean, to be honest, I don't want him. I don't want him at Liverpool. I don't want him. I really, really don't want him. Chalk Chart says Arsenal need to win this game after Man City missed it. It's always a tough game in Arsenal. It's always a tough game. Even when Arsenal were crap, it was always a tough game. But now they're actually a decent side, then it's going to be a tough game, especially given that Liverpool can't string two passes together. There you go, last 9 results at the Emirates. 2-2, 3-1. There's been 2 wins for Arsenal. 3 wins. 2 wins for Arsenal, 2 wins for Liverpool, and a draw in the last 5 games. There you go. It's pretty even, isn't it? Last 5 games, 1 draw, 2 wins each. Charmy says this probably ends in a draw. And Reese, I'll be honest, if we go 1-0 down, I'm leaving the stream until we equalise. I knew you would. I knew you would. Kaiser, how are you going to react when Liverpool get battered 3-0? Are you going to cry? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll cry. Ethan says he'd be straight in right centre-back at Liverpool. Only plays left at Palace because he's the most comfy on the ball with his weak foot. But even at right centre, he's not really used to playing in a 2. Not really used to playing in a 2. Mr. Sharpovich says £500 million spent in the summer and Slot comes out with that lineup. The pressure's on him tonight to get a result. He hasn't got anyone else he can pick, mate. You say £500 million spent in the summer. Look at all the players we've got out injured. No Salah, obviously he's at the AFCON. No Isak, no Ekatike. There's our biggest signings basically gone. Tom says Andre Arshavin 4-goal performance was peak pool Arsenal. And even that didn't get you the win, did it? 4-4 that one finished. Tom Seddon says, let's have hope. Could be the game that turns us around. Let's hope so, Tom. Let's hope so. And Nathan says, we desperately need a win tonight. Teams are catching up to us. Who, Liverpool? Are they balls? Are they balls? Mountain Turtle says, I'd rather City win another 4 Premier Leagues in a row than Arsenal win 1, and I'm a United fan. Listen... They can't win. Listen, they're going to win 1 at some point. You can't spend over £1 billion, more than pretty much anyone else, and not win a title. At some point, you're going to win a title. At some point, they're going to win it. Everyone's got to accept that, and it will be about as grim as the City win, to be honest, because Arsenal can't sit there and go, well, at least we've done it the right way. You've got a fucking £300 million bench. What are you talking about? They spent more than anyone else. Sky Up says, so you make excuses for injuries, but when Arsenal have injuries, we are just shit. No, you've just got a bigger squad than us, mate. That's all it is. You've got a bigger squad. Paul says, why do you keep mentioning the cost of the bench when LFC spent £450 million in the summer on some donkeys? Well, but 2 of them donkeys aren't even available tonight. It'd help if we had said donkeys on the bench. Maybe you could give us some stick if we had them available, but we don't. We absolutely don't. We don't have them available. Reese says, will Key mention the ref within the first 5 minutes? Probably. 5? 60 seconds. Prince Rupert says, City says they've done the right way. How? By cheating? No, I'm saying Arsenal couldn't say they've done it the right way. Like, oh, we're different to City and Chelsea because we've not... Bollocks. They spent £1.5 billion. They spent more than anyone else. Creed says, Sarah Key, Scottish good luck. I'm rooting for Liverpool. This could get mental. And that's from a Preston fan. And Nigel, come on Liverpool, that's from a Norwich fan. Love it. Absolutely love it. And Reece says, you're mentioning the bench because it's a fact. Arsenal have the much better expensive bench. It's true. It's absolutely true. Mr. Sharpovich says, once the title is secured, it'll be time to have serious conversations about Gabriel and Saliba's legacy up there with the greats. Not even close. Not even close, mate. Liam says, Key, you say we don't score enough, but we're 3 goals off you, so does Liverpool not score enough? No. No, we don't score enough. But Leeds don't score enough in big moments, and I think that'll cost you as the season goes on. And I still think Leeds could and possibly will get pulled into that relegation battle. Liam says, I don't understand how building an actual squad is looked down upon, like we're supposed to purposely have a shit bench and struggle. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not at all. It's Arsenal have done it. You know, it's taken 6 years. But you'll probably win the league now. You'll probably win the league. Kaiser says, I'll say in defence of Liverpool that they usually don't spend lots of money. Well, yeah, we've spent half what Arsenal have. Just for clarity, last 6 years since Arteta came in, we've spent half what Arsenal have. So there you go. Just to you know, just so we're all on the same page. Licia says, Key, opinions on the game yesterday. Personally, I think we deserve to leave Turf Moor with 3 points. You didn't deserve to leave Turf Moor with 3 points. Don't talk out your backside, Licia. Come on. You should have had that goal counted, though. The Lisandro Martinez goal definitely should have stood. I'll give you that. But, no, United absolutely did not deserve 3 points against Burnley yesterday. You played very poor in the first half. Sesko did well, though. It's a big turn up from Sesko. Liam says we just need a better keeper. No, you need... Well, yeah. we can talk to death what Leeds need to stay up, but I think we need a fair bit. Momo Stowe, good to see you, mate. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for the comments. Really appreciate it. Right, we're approaching kickoff. Listen, whatever the outcome tonight, whatever the outcome, thank you so much for being in the live. Really appreciate it. Hit the like button, hit the follow button. I am live every single day watching football. I watch, believe it or not, if you're an Arsenal fan, I do watch more than just Arsenal. I do watch more than just Liverpool. They make up maybe 10% of the channel, those 2 teams, if that. We watch everyone. We're watching Serie A next week. We're watching all the FA Cup games. Watching Derby against Leeds, Everton, Sunderland, Wrexham against Nottingham Forest, Liverpool against Barnsley on Monday. We're going to be doing all the big games, plus the Carabao Cup semi-finals, which are coming up too next week. So and the Champions League. We're doing Inter Milan against Arsenal in the at the San Siro. Now, can Arsenal do what Liverpool did, which is go to the San Siro and win? Let's see. That's going to be a big test. Right. Come on, Liverpool. Kick off coming. Oh, come on. Please. Get something. Anything. It's coming. Please give us something. Just don't concede early doors, for the love of God. Can't be conceding early doors. Arsenal PL says, ready for the tears. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Ready for the tears. It's not happening. It's not happening. Maka winner. Alexis McAllister scores a winner here. All is forgiven. So nervous. Graham, how's it going? Abdi, how's it going? Fosto, good to see you. Dion. Oh, don't even start with that. No Flandern forever. Oh, forever and ever. Oh my God. It's like a bloody bag of cats. Absolutely awful anthem. Ethan says, only time I'll want Liverpool to win is against Arsenal. Any team to win against Arsenal. Oh, fair enough. And Taylor says, Key, come on Liverpool, one and only time. FTM, Valverde scored a screamer a minute into Madrid's match against Atletico. Well, that's going to be probably now a Madrid against Barca semi-final. Oh, sorry, Madrid v Barca final in the Super Cup. We're watching that on Sunday. Finners Matty says, worst song ever. Well done, Connor Bradley. Love that. Well done. Well done. Good work, Scottish. Carl says Barcelona win the final. Do you think? Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's what we needed slow for, isn't it, really? That's what we needed slow for. And UFC Isaac, did you see Bruno G telling the Leeds fans to F off, Key? I didn't. No, I didn't. Scottish GHK, already on it. Nice, thank you. Licia says, I wonder if all the ones who told you not to hide on Thursday will show up. I doubt it. Listen, I'm sure they will if Arsenal get the win here, which everyone is expecting them to, which they should. If Arsenal get the win, then yeah, they probably will. They'll all turn up, won't they? They'll all fly in with the size 12s, and they'll start giving me stick, and that's fine. But imagine, just imagine that they don't. Just imagine that they don't. I believe. Ronnie says, if that Shea Lacey shot went in yesterday off the crossbar, it would have been sensational. Ref, come on, this is a foul throw, this, ref. Look at the state of this. He's had about 20 minutes. Get him booked, Hincapié. Get him booked. Changle, what's going on, lad? Not much, mate. How's things with you? Allison, long ball up the pitch. He's not offside there. He might be now. Choc Chart says, if Arsenal win, Slot will get sacked, surely. No, why do you think that? Slot's not getting sacked. Nigel says Arteta will be running up and down the touchline, right in the referee's face. And Honor Permo says, I don't mind Arsenal, I don't mind Liverpool. I've cheered for them both throughout the years, circumstances depending, but I don't support either. Right, Arsenal have got the ball around the back here. Long ball. What a surprise. And it's going to go out for a throw-in. Changle says, not too bad. Rather pleased about yesterday's results. Really? In what way? I mean, there were some good results yesterday, but why? James Greer says, I don't want to see any tears from you. Well, it won't happen then if Liverpool win. You won't see any tears. You're not going to see any tears because we're going to win. Changle says, I happen to be an Arsenal fan myself. Well, then I can imagine you were very happy with the results yesterday. Yeah, good result for Brighton, wasn't it? Good result for Arsenal, obviously, as well. And Spurs getting beat last minute. Very good night for Arsenal. Five minutes in, and it's predictably scrappy so far. Opening 5 minutes here, it's been a lot of long ball. What are you doing, Alisson? Oh, he's offside, and that's straight through to Ali. Straight through to Ali. Gave the ball away there. Ronnie says, happy for Sesko getting a brace back four and having Bruno back him. Behind him, he's doing well. Yeah, it was better, wasn't it, from Arsenal? Sorry, from United. Great ball over to the left-hand side. Here's Kirkes. What the hell was that? Milos, you've got to do better there. Joe, I can see Liverpool getting a result here. Point will do us. Point will do us. I mean, to be honest, a defeat's not dreadful. If we get a point, then, you know, we've just maintained pace with United and Chelsea, basically. Well, even we've gained a point on Chelsea. So a point's fine. Point's absolutely fine. I'd be delighted with a point. Point means we've taken 4 points from Arsenal this season. And UFC Isaac, Arsenal with the 15 tin pot ultras. Oh, long ball over the top, straight into Ali. We'll take that all day. Cheers for liking the live, Reese. Thank you very much for those who are liking, sharing, subscribing. Really appreciate it. Changle says score predictions. I said 1-1 earlier in the week, and I think I'll stick with that. I think, funnily enough, I actually think Liverpool might score first. I think if Arsenal score first, I'd be quite worried, but I think if Liverpool score first, it'll be a tense night we'll sit in, and then probably Arsenal pinch one later on. And 1-1's... I mean, I'll be honest, 1-1 suits us more than it suits Arsenal. I think the way the teams have set up tonight, Arsenal absolutely have to win this. Absolutely have to win this. 100% have to win this. Mr. Sharpovich says, refs have to be on it from minute one. No title fixing, please. PGMOL has an Arsenal agenda. You must be joking me. An Arsenal agenda. Joel says, then flags just then and the song were embarrassing. Ronnie says, Gyökeres is so shocking. He's a Swedish Højlund. Højlund's better than Gyökeres. Højlund's better than Gyökeres. I don't think anyone disputes that, do they now? Højlund's done really well in Italy. I'd take, if I had to take one, Højlund or Gyökeres at Liverpool, it'd be 100% Højlund. Here's Saka down the left-hand side. Good ball in. Cleared away. Come on, Liverpool. Keep it going. Swifty, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Richard says, don't Liverpool have to win this more? They're worse off in the league. No, I don't think so, Richard. No, I think Liverpool, come what may, will be finishing 3rd or 4th this season, whether we win, draw or lose tonight. Arsenal down the right-hand side. Easy peasy, that. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's not really of consequence for Liverpool, whereas this is a massive psychological test for Arsenal. They have to win. Arsenal absolutely have to win. Again, it's that whole, can they beat the top teams? Can they really do it? Trossard strike, cleared away by Kanate. Liverpool under a bit of pressure here. 10 minutes in. What the hell is that, Gakpo? And somehow McAllister gets it away. Swifty, I was pondering which platform to use tonight. But I only just managed to sort it on TikTok, to be honest. FCB, Key, I'm watching from Stone, Staffordshire. Nice. Ten minutes in, and Arsenal starting to dictate play a little bit more now. Liverpool look like we're sat in. Swifty, I can see this being a right 0-0. I can't see it being any more than like a one or two goals in it, maybe, the whole game. I just can't. It's going to be tight and tense. Here's Saka on the right-hand side up against Kerkez. Well done, Milos Kerkez. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. And this is exactly the scenario Liverpool do not want. Corner to Arsenal. Come on. Gunnar for Life says Arsenal 5 points clear with a loss. Yeah, but it's not that. It's like I said, it's psychological, isn't it? It's psychological. If you win the league this season, you've not really won the league. It's like Liverpool were last year. You've been handed the league. No one else has even been competing. If you win it this year, you've not really won it. Whereas psychologically, if you go and beat the champions, then, maybe it does give you a psychological edge to go on and maybe do something even in the champ. That's a foul and a yellow card, ref. We having a yellow card for that, please, sir. Let's get him booked. Let's get him booked. Yellow card, Anthony Taylor. Get him booked, Trossard. Yeah, the wrong un. Get him booked. Steve O says, Key, is that a classic Atletico Madrid jersey? Well, I don't know about classic, but it's certainly... I need to move it this way, don't I? Yeah, I'm not sure about classic, but it is a... it's the Aguero one. Daniel Akpan, never a yellow. You must be on glue, mate, to think that was never a yellow. Swifty, I think we'll see more Premier Leagues like this in the future. Sad, innit? It's sad, and this is why I want City to win it, really. At least with City, there's an element of risk. There's an element of chaos. There's an element of attacking play. It's just not really like this with Arsenal. Go on then, Tolga. What are you predicting? What's Tolga's predictions? Carmelo, why are you so obsessed with Arsenal? Well, we're watching Arsenal, mate. I don't know. Is it all right if we talk about him? Is it not all right? Divvy. Steve-O says you'll have to tell me where you got the jersey orders. They're just on Amazon, mate. You can buy them on Amazon. Here's Frimpong in the box. Pulls it back. Too easy, that. Too easy. Reese says we're all over you at the minute, Key. What, mate? Again, have you seen our team? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Thanks, Sarah. Carmelo, you talk about them every day and hate watch them. Well, I don't talk about them every day. I don't talk about them every day. Believe it or not, we weren't talking about Arsenal during Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea the other day, mate. You might find that hard to believe. You might think it's all about Arsenal, but I promise you, we have done games where we're not talking about Arsenal. We do 512 of them last year. Promise you they're not all about Arsenal. Steve-O says I'm going to grab some after this. Nice. Yeah, I'll see if I've got the link. I don't know if... Oh, keep them out. Well done. I'll see if I've still got... They were like well over 12 months ago that I bought them. They're only cheap. Swifty, it does show strength in the league, I suppose, where everyone gives everyone a good game. It's just the style of football, though. It's really regressive, isn't it? It's just like... Oh, it's just like zero-sum percentage ball. I hate it. It's not the style of football that we saw even in the 90s. I thought the 90s was better football than we see these days. Certainly this season, anyway. Onapermo says Vert needs to pick it up. He's not really been near the ball. I don't think anyone's really had a touch of the ball so far. Swifty said it is lacking in entertainment. You get the occasional standout game, don't you? Like Leeds Newcastle or Bournemouth Man United, where both teams really go for it. But they are the anomalies. It used to be like that. Near enough every weekend there'd be one of them. Don't see that anymore. So many like 0-0s and 1-1s and 1-0s and... Oh, just shite. Prince Rupert, what's with all these bots this particular game? Never seen this many. I don't know. Maybe it's a compliment. Maybe not. I don't know. Scottish GHK. Oh, we've done that one. Sorry. Onapermo. Where are we up to? Prince Rupert. No, Mr. Sharpovich. Arteta's a pioneer in the game. Pioneer. That's one way of saying it. I've heard him called other things. I've heard him called much worse than a pioneer. Here's Odegaard. Gotta get tighter. Gotta work harder there, Liverpool. Good ball in from Rice. Chance far post. Headed away. Well done. But that was too easy, that, for Liverpool. That was far too easy. It was a ball floated over from Declan Rice, and Saka got beyond the last man. He was onside. He's here again. It's too easy, this, for Arsenal. The goal's coming, I'm telling you. Saka into the box. Goal's coming. Oh, claim for the penalty. You're never getting that. Get it away. Get it away. First real chance of the game. It's not even really a chance, I guess, but it's the first time that Arsenal really got on top of us here. Mark says, can see an Arsenal win. Liverpool, awful defence. Defensively, we're actually not that bad recently. Defensively, we're a lot better than we have been. Going forwards, maybe not as good, Mark. Creed says, I've had similar bots on Green Streaming app. It's annoying, but y'all are doing great. Cheers, Matt. Well, cheers to the mods. They're doing all the graft. so gutted I didn't turn it off. Turn the slow thing on. I'm going to have to figure out how did that not... Maybe I did it and then just didn't save the changes. I'm sure I did it. This is better from Liverpool. This is much better, and we've got a bit of an opening here now. Liverpool have we've beat the press. Here's Kirkes. Got to be a good ball in. Got to be a good ball in. Oh, not like that. Not like that. Scout says we win the ball back, and there's absolutely nothing there. Why is Gakpo playing left back? He's not playing left back. He's drifted out to the left, though, but I think he's not playing left back. I think we're just doubling up on Saka, mate. Saka with a strike. Easy. Easy. Webster says first defeat of Arsenal in 2026 is today. Year in, year out. History is stubborn because it keeps repeating itself at Arsenal. And Honor Permo says, I'm in Glasgow. Always too moist for snow here. Glover says, Saka is being bullied by Kirkes, to be fair. Do you think? I think Kirkes has handled him reasonably well so far, but he's got him behind once or twice now, and it's to be expected of a top player like Saka. It's not really out of the question that he gets him behind once or twice. But Kirkes has done all right, okay so far. LJ says, hi Key, do you think England should play with a 4-3-2-1? I have an argument for it. In the nicest possible way, I have no interest in England at all. So I don't really know what they'll play. I guess it depends whether he goes 5 at the back, 4 at the back. I have no idea, and I don't really care. I'll be honest, I don't really care. We'll probably talk about it more during the World Cup. But yeah, the England's England full stop doesn't really interest me, mate, if I'm dead honest. Here's Nkapie, better from Frimpong. Szoboszlai is probably our furthest player forward. It's almost like Szoboszlai is playing as centre forward here. Wirtz has now drifted over to the left. Liverpool we're being very much, there's a lot of interchanging going on. Look at Gakpo's now over on the right. Szoboszlai is basically playing as a centre forward. It feels like Liverpool are rotating quite frequently. Look at that, average positions. You've got Kirkes, they're down the right-hand side here. Good ball in, keep it out, well done. Good defending back stick, much better. Good defending back stick. On a Permo, you're telling me. Glover93 says Liverpool look the better team. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I think it's attack v defence. So who the better team is a subjective one, but we're not really trying to push forward. I think we're just riding the opening 20 minutes. Liverpool are playing games through phases at the minute, and this is the opening 20 minutes at Arsenal. It's always difficult, and yeah, we're just riding it out. It feels like we're just riding it out. We're just kind of just taking our time here. But we've got to pick our passes a bit better here. Gravenberg, go on, lad. No, you've got to do better there. That's all right, Frimpong. Well done. Keep what you can. Get what you can. On a Permo, sub club changed my life when I was 18, though, so I concur about the music scene. Feels like a goal's coming, Key. 20 minutes in. We need to avoid a goal in the first half, if we can. Ben says, come on, Liverpool. Yes, Ben. Yes, Ben. Love that. Come on. So nervous. Swifty, one of these crosses is going to find a man at some stage. Yeah, it's inevitable, isn't it? Scouts B, I suppose it's hard when we don't have a proper out-and-out striker available. Mate, if you take Salah, Isak and Ekatike out of our front three, like, we haven't got much. We're playing a right back at right wing tonight, and Wirtz, who's not a left winger really, he's playing left wing. We put Szoboszlai kind of at centre forward. Gakpo is somewhere in between the two. It's a mashmash, a hashmash, a mishmash of players tonight. And Arsenal have basically got their full strength team, And if they don't win tonight, if they do not win tonight, I'm telling you, there's every chance that Arsenal bottle this title. If they don't win tonight, they bottle this title, I'm telling you. They might do. They probably should do. They should win tonight, and they should win quite comfortably. But if they don't win, I'm telling you, those nagging little doubts in the back of Arsenal fans' minds where they're looking and going, well, we can't really get the job done, can we? I mean, we're a great side. I know we're a fantastic side, but we keep bottling it, and we have bottled it loads of years, so maybe we'll bottle it again. You know, we've got Liverpool there. They're there for the taking. They're right in the palm of our hand. We can go and kill them off. Go and kill them off and really make a statement. And if they win, then they'll do that. But if they don't, keep them out better. Yeah, if they don't, then, you know, it'll raise more questions than answers. It really will. Mr. Sharpovich, is this the Prem champions or Stoke City we're playing? Haven't seen a deep block like this at the Emirates all season. You've seen this at the Emirates every game this season. And it ain't been from the away sides. Reece says we're definitely not playing boring football today, Key. Are you not? Mate, this isn't boring football. You've not done out. This isn't free-flowing, attacking football. Come on, Liverpool. Give it off. Better. Much better. Szoboszlai, keep hold of it. Great play. Well done. Well done. On a Permo says Liverpool are going to have to rely on the big moments in this game because Arsenal are the more solid team. That's true enough. And Swifty, I don't think it matters, Key, with nobody else showing consistency. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter probably in the bigger picture in terms of the title. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe they win the league and they'll stumble to the league. Maybe it's not possible for Arsenal to bottle it this year because nobody else is really putting up a fight. Maybe they'll really try to bottle it. There might be a concerted effort on Arsenal's part to bottle it again, but nobody's really giving them a fight. So it might be. Who knows? Liverpool in the box. It's deflected away. First real touch in the box really for Liverpool. And the ball's all the way back with Virgil van Dijk. Adam says someone has to answer for letting Luis Diaz go without replacing him. I still think that's the right decision. That is still the right decision, letting Luis Diaz go. It is. It's definitely the right decision. He wanted ridiculous money and a big contract, and it's against everything that Liverpool do is to give a 28, 29-year-old player a three-year contract on massive money. We did it for Salah, and we did it for Van Dijk, but with the greatest of respect, Diaz ain't Salah. FM No Casuals, Luis Diaz was a deal where no one lost. Yet Bayern gained a great player. Luis Diaz got a big contract. Liverpool got 70 million quid. I think that was a perfect deal for everyone. I couldn't agree more with that, mate. Absolutely. Here's Gakpo down the right-hand side. Liverpool starting to pick up the ball a little bit more now. We've got a little bit more possession. Not a lot, but it's probably our first little spell of possession. See, can we do anything with it, though? That's the thing. That's a foul, ref. Are we giving a foul for that? Here's Wirtz. Bradley. Come on, Flo. We need something from you. Pick the energy up, Liverpool. There's nobody out wide. Look at the state of that. Look at the state of that. Kirkes looked to his left then. There was no one there. Szoboszlai's tucked far too much in. Got to do better. Swifty says Diaz still had legs. It made sense financially if you can replace what you've lost. Well, and that's where Arne Slot has been let down because he's been given Rio Ngamoa, a 16-year-old kid, to replace Luis Diaz. So yeah, that was never ever going to be the right option. But what can you say? Conor Bradley. This is better. This is much better from Liverpool, and Frimpong's in if he can get him. Oh! Hey, oh! Hit that! Hit that! Hit that! Off the bar! Liverpool must be! Hit it! Oh, you numpty! Hit it again! Hit it! Hit it! Oh! Oh, Liverpool nearly striking first. Oh, we had him. We had him then. I'm telling you, we're going to get something here. We're going to get something. Go on, Frimpong. We caught him cold there. We caught him cold. They couldn't hack it. They couldn't hack it. We caught him cold. Oh, hey, maybe that's just giving me some false hope again. Swifty says, who hit the bar? I think it was Verts, wasn't it? Was it Verts who hit it? It might have been McAllister, actually. If it was McAllister, Christ, I'd have lost my head. Here's Frimpong. Frimpong stands it. Oh, good header, and it's a corner. Liverpool, we'll take that. We'll take that. Bradder says, hey, Key, what do you think about the second yellow for Grealish yesterday? It's deserved. You can't clap the referee like that. Who is it who hit this? Is it Conor Bradley? Ah, I think it might have been, you know. I'm here thinking it's Verts, but I think it was Conor Bradley who hit it. It was an overhit pass from Bradley. Yeah, it was. It was Conor Bradley. Oh, my God. Can you imagine if that goes in? Oh, the scenes from Conor Bradley there. The absolute scenes. Mackenzie, game's gone if you can't clap at a ref. It's not, it's dissent. It's dissent. You can't be clapping at a ref. Scottish GHK, who hit the bar? Merson if it was Arsenal. And Ben says, Jesus Christ, Gakpo, use your left foot. It was a good effort that, wasn't it, Swifty? Yeah, he did well there, Conor Bradley. And the first big chance of the game has gone Liverpool's way. David Cates nearly got something, don't poke the bear. Well, it's true, we very nearly did get something. I thought that crossbar chance was it there. I'm telling you, we've got chances. We've got chances. Mackenzie, try refereeing a Sunday League game. The rules apply in Sunday League. It's just whether or not the referees apply them. Referees send players off for clapping in Sunday League. I've seen videos of it. I've seen videos of it like yesterday, the other day. I watched them. What's it called? Grassroots Footy. The channel, really good channel. But they showed there was a ref who sent a player off for exactly that yesterday. Evertonian says Grealish was daft clapping like that straight after his first yellow. Should be smarter. Exactly. And for a player, it's not like he was a baby either. It's not like he was 19 or whatever. You could maybe have a bit of sympathy. I remember Rooney doing that. Do you remember Rooney doing that just after he went to United? Away at Villarreal, went like that and clapped the referee. And the referee went, yeah, on your bike, son. Yellow card and off you go. Red card. Grealish is like 30. Grealish can't be doing that. Mackenzie, I couldn't. I'd be embarrassed if I sent a player off like that. Just my opinion. Well, then you've got to follow the rules of the FA ultimately, or the rules of the PGMOL. On a promo says Arteta is a bun, so I have a natural and instinctive dislike for that. Oh, a hun, I'm sure that is a hun. But I respect what he's done at Arsenal. I was thinking he's a bun. He's a bun. Andawula Vianney says Liverpool will win. Right, Rice free kick here. Rice free kick. Keep him out, Liverpool. 30 minutes gone. Rice free kick. Ball whipped in. Easy. Too easy. Don't catch Steven Gerrard putting free kicks in like that. Poor. Poor. Mr. Sharpovich, I stood in solidarity with Grealish and clapped the ref off with him on my armchair. And Swifty says, what about clapping a good decision? Well, as long as it's not a sarcastic clap and it's not, in the referee's face, I think you can get away with a sarcastic clap if it's maybe a few yards away or whatever. Again, you're supposed to get yellow cards, aren't you, for showing the invisible yellow card, for going like that to the referee. That was a directive given out to refs at the start of the season. If someone goes like that, ask the referee to book another player, it's deemed unsporting conduct and you're going to get a yellow card. Oh, Saka's gone down. Who is my least favourite Arsenal player? I don't know, really. I don't really have a least favourite Arsenal player. I quite like all of them. Maybe Gabriel. Maybe Gabriel at a push. Because I just think he's mega overrated and he shouts and he's got like a big... He's got such a big persona for what I consider to be no more than just a good defender. I like Saliba. I like a lot of the others, though. I like a lot of the others. Here's Saka. Odegaard ball in. Easy cleared away by Liverpool. It's 3-star Reds. Oh, sorry. Prince Rupert says a Wolves player did in fact get booked for doing the yellow card sign last night. Exactly. Well, that's... You want to see more of that. You know, I'd like to see referees being a bit more consistent with that. Forgive Rangarira. If you could take 3 Premier League players to improve Liverpool, who would you take? 3 Premier League players to improve Liverpool. Honestly, Declan Rice. We need Declan Rice. We need a centre back. So probably one of these two. Maybe Saliba. And we could probably do with a really good centre back, like defensive mid, so someone like Caicedo. So yeah, I'd go Caicedo, Rice, and Saliba. They would be mine. Welsh Wing says Simone got booked for waving a yellow at the Emirates, and Creed Van Crow says Saka's just a couple of notches down from Neymar for dropping to the floor. Ethan says John Cross has reported that European superpowers Arsenal, Munich and Liverpool were in the mix when talking about Gay. Since when were Arsenal a European superpower? Nathan, how are we playing? We've done all right. Yeah, we've hit the crossbar. Arsenal have played maybe... They've been more in the game in terms of possession. I'm not entirely sure about possession. Let's have a look at possession. What are the stats so far in terms of possession? They are on the screen here. I should really be looking at them. They are on the screen if you want to check them out. But the stats are 54% possession to Arsenal, 44% to Liverpool. So it's quite even in terms of possession. Arsenal have had 2 shots. Liverpool have had 3 shots. Arsenal had 1 shot on target, which was Saka's, which was very tame. It went straight to Alisson. And Liverpool have hit the crossbar. Yeah, and there's only been 1 corner in the game. So actually, opening 35 minutes here, people will argue that it's Arsenal's battered Liverpool or whatever. I've heard a few Arsenal fans say, Arsenal, we've battered you. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. There's been 1 shot on target in the game, and it was an absolute tame one from Arsenal. Here's Frimpong again. He's through. Hit it, lad. Oh, you're not getting a penalty for that. You're not getting a penalty for that. Oh, no. Put it out. Put it out. Put the ball out. Put the ball out, you rats. Come on. Oh, this is typical Arsenal, this. This is typical Arsenal. Typical Arsenal. Not fair play. Player's gone down off the ball. He's not even been touched. It's quite obvious he's got an Achilles injury or something and they're playing on. This is absolute rat behaviour from Arsenal. And they're in the box. It's a strike. It's wide. It's going to be a corner. Absolute wrong-un behaviour, that. It's absolute wrong-un behaviour, that, from Arsenal. Frimpong's gone down in the box here. It's not a penalty. I don't think there's anything happens to him. But look at that. Look at that. They're all kicking off now. Go on. Go on, Verge. Get him stuck in. Get him stuck in. Yeah, put the ball out. Put the ball out, you wrong-un. Put it out. Put it out. Absolutely shocking, that. Put it out. Terrible. There's a big fight kicking off here. Reece says your team wouldn't put the ball out either, Key. Have a day off. We wouldn't put the ball out if he'd just gone down and it was just like a clear attempt at stopping the game. But that, mate, he's gone down off the ball. He's clearly injured. Frimpong's going to have to go off here. Watch this. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. Oh, hey, it might be. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Let's watch this back. Does he clip him here? Does he clip him? Oh, that's a pen. That's a pen, that. That's a pen. That should be a penalty. Are we going to have a VAR check on this, ref, or what? Oh, this is a penalty. This is a penalty. He's put his foot through him there. That's a pen. You better be checking this. You better be checking this. Are you going to check it? You better be checking this. That's a penalty all day, every day, that. That is a penalty all day, every day. He's not going to give it. It's standard. It's Anthony Taylor, isn't it? He's kicked the back of him. Look at this. Why they're showing Hincapié. Hincapié's kicked the side of Frimpong's foot and he's rolled his ankle. He's rolled his ankle because he's kicked the back of his foot. That's a clear penalty, that. Clear penalty. Liverpool should have a penalty. And we've already hit the crossbar. So any Arsenal fans who are saying, absolutely, oh, we've battered you. Don't talk nonsense. Don't talk nonsense. He clipped him then. It's a corner to Arsenal. Watch him score off this. Watch him score off this. They'll score while we're down to 10 men. Because their player kicked ours. Declan Rice. No class. No class. Thought Arsenal were all about the class. Headed away by Van Dijk. Szoboszlai completes it. Wirtz gets it away. Here's Gakpo. Poor. Poor. Swifty says Neville confused Kerkez and Frimpong. It's easy done though, innit? It's easy done. You'd struggle to pick them two out of a lineup, Kerkez and Frimpong. Reece says, in absolutely no way, shape or form is that a penalty. His foot goes under Frimpong's. Listen, he got none of the ball and all of the player. None of the ball and all of the player. That is a penalty. That is a penalty every day of the week. If you put your foot in to win the ball, you get none of the ball and you kick the player. Listen, we got a penalty conceded against us at Brentford for less than that. For less than that. And the penalty got given against us. It's exactly the same thing. That is 100% a penalty, that. Gaz says he definitely touched him in the box. He did. He did. He's kicked out at him. He's kicked him. He's kicked him. He's kicked him. Should have been a penalty. We've hit the bar. Should have had a penalty. Been the better side. But apparently these are the new champions. These are the new champions. Guys, I've just seen the replay. Hey, you don't need to see much of a replay. He got kicked, didn't he? Bryn says Jesus Key never touched. Bryn, he did, mate. He did. He kicked through the player. He kicked through the player. If you put your foot in to win the ball, you get none of the ball. It's a penalty. No matter how you dress it up. No matter how you dress it up. Tom, he slipped on wet grass and rolled his ankle. There was no contact. No, there was contact. There was contact. Hincapié put his foot underneath Frimpong's. Welsh Ring says you had the best chance but wouldn't say better team. Well, we have been the better team. We have been the better team. Better chances. But it'd be very spawny Arsenal to get a goal here. 5 minutes before half-time. Cookie Dan says, are Liverpool playing okay tonight? Yeah, I think we're playing alright, but Arsenal are doing Arsenal stuff. This is good play by Gravenberch. Well done, unlucky. Gaz says even Gary went, whoa, when the replay came on. Exactly, Gary Neville knows. Gary Neville knows. Bryn says he twisted his ankle, mate. I know he twisted his ankle. Why did he twist his ankle, Bryn? Because he stood on a player's foot. His foot was underneath Frimpong's. He's gone like that to win the ball. And he's put his foot through Frimpong's ankle and knocked him off balance. It's a penalty. It's exactly. Listen, the contact is minimal, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if the contact's minimal. Literally, penalties been given for that all season. 3-star says, the more I watch this, Key, I am confident Liverpool can win this. Liverpool on top tonight, definitely, says Gaz. Here's Saka. Cleared away by Arsenal. Come on, it's getting a bit feisty, this now. Welsh Wing says, Frimpong, no, the Liverpool players complained for a pen. Well, you don't know that. Gakpo did put his arms up and Frimpong did speak to the ref. So we don't know what was said. But Gakpo and but all the players were miles away from it. They're not going to complain. But yeah, Gakpo put his arms up for appealing and Frimpong spoke to the referee. Mr. Edwards says, not every bit of contact is a foul. It's a contact sport. No, but that's the standard of the Premier League, mate. I don't like it, but that is the standard, isn't it? If you look at this, there's been 2 penalties given against Liverpool this season. Exactly like that. 2 penalties given against us. The one against Brentford is exactly like that. Have a look at the Brentford one. Or going back a bit further, look at the Andy Robertson one against Brighton a few years ago. It's exactly like that. Exact same thing. Saka stands it up. Great header. Great defensive play. And Alisson with the save. We'll have that. Swifty says, let's have another look at half-time. And Be Yourself Dylan says, Liverpool have been the better side, in my opinion, so far. Yeah. So much for title winners. So much for title winners. Here's Timber. Back to Odegaard. Oh, this is great play by Arsenal. Keep them out. Better. Much, much better. Go on, Cody. Oh, that's a foul, ref. We'll take that. And a yellow card, please, sir. Are we having a yellow for that? Give him another yellow. Give him another yellow. Get away. Yeah, they love a whinge, these. They love a whinge. They love a whinge. Tom Toyland says, Liverpool parking the bus. Parking the bus? We've had the better chances. Chris says, we had the better chance with Bradley. That's all, really. Don't think anyone's been the better side. It's been a very, very dull game. This is often how the big games between the 2 best players go, though, isn't best teams go, isn't it? Is that you have sort of an intense standoff kind of thing, and it's about who blinks first, who makes the first mistake. You know, is there an offside? Is there a deflection? Is there a penalty? Is there a set piece? It's always this sort of stuff that is the game changer in these games. This is better, though, from Liverpool. I've got to be honest. This is an away performance that Liverpool can be proud of here. Liverpool fans will give Arne Slot a lot of stick for a lot of things. But I'll tell you something. The away performance for Liverpool tonight, I think, so far, been very, very impressed with it. Very, very impressed with it. Got 2 minutes left to go here. That should be a Liverpool free kick, surely. No? Arsenal free kick. What a surprise. Kudak Washe says Arsenal to win, and Alfie says I'm an honest Arsenal fan, I'll be happy with the draw. But knowing Liverpool, they could do it in the last 10 minutes. Alfie, I'll be honest, mate, I think either side could, couldn't we? It's delicately poised. I wouldn't back either side at this moment in time, because Liverpool have, like I said, created a very good chance. I still think we should have had a penalty, I'll be honest. And Arsenal, they're at home, they're a great side. They've only dropped 2 points all season at home, that one against Manchester City. All season, Arsenal have played 10 games. They've won 9, drawn 1. It's very unlikely Arsenal drop points here. Ethan says, thoughts on Zubamendi? Great player, but nowhere near as special as they make him out to be. Be lucky to start at the World Cup. Rodri and Pedri, streets ahead. I don't know about that. Listen, I like Zubamendi. I think he's a good player. I don't necessarily think he's been a game-changing signing for Arsenal, though. I don't think he's like... He's done well. He's done well for him, but I'm not sure he's like top class. Quite a few Arsenal fans who've come in and said to me over the last few months that they're not that impressed with him, and to be honest, they'd quite like to upgrade in the summer. Brada says, going into this game, I'm sure most Liverpool fans would have said a draw is a good result. Well, I think so. I think so. That's a pen? How are you saying that's not a pen? How are you saying that's not a pen? People are saying, oh my God, I've just seen the replay back. That's not a pen. You're off your head. He literally puts his foot through. He moves his foot forward. That is a pen. That is a pen. That is a pen. There is a clear movement from Nkapie's foot. It's a pen. That's crazy. That is a penalty. That is a penalty. How are people saying that's not a pen? That's a clear pen. It would have been minimal contact, but it's a pen. Swifty says, your mate Neville even says never a penalty on that replay. Hey, I'm not siding with Neville on that one. Mr. Edwards says, replay clearly shows minimal contact, but contact all the same. At least we agree there was contact. There was contact. Not enough to warrant a penalty. I want Liverpool to win, by the way. Mate, I want to see penalties with a higher standard, a higher threshold. But I'm telling you, there's been penalties given for exactly that this season. And Liverpool have already conceded one of them away against Brentford. Have a look at it. Liverpool away against Brentford. We lost basically due to that penalty. And it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating because I think that should have been a penalty. I really do. Mounted Turtle says, someone in your TikTok just said Saka is better than Cunha and Mbermo. What is he smoking? Who said that? Someone said Saka is better than Cunha. Oh, yeah, Reese. No, he's not, mate. He's joking. He's an Arsenal fan. Reese is an Arsenal fan. Daniel says he planted his foot on the turf and there was bare contact. Yeah, again, I'm glad we agree. There was contact. Contact in the, if you put your foot on towards another player, you don't get any of the ball and you make contact, it's a pen. Penalty, whichever way you want to dress it up. Sam says, hey Key, very snowy Midlands. Everybody's at a standstill. To be expected. January, always a little bit snowy. I Am Crew says, it's been a good first half, that from both teams. Don't think it was a penalty, to be honest. I do. I think it was a penalty. Absolutely. If you look back, Nkapie puts his foot in. He puts his foot in. Frimpong, he connects with it. He kicks the bottom of his foot. Captain Spurs, any other team, and that's a pen. There you go. Other teams, other fans are saying it as well. It's definitely a penalty. Liverpool should have had a pen. Liverpool have hit the bar. Liverpool have been the better team. And apparently these are the champions. Bow down to the champions. And we've literally got no Salah, no Isak, no Ekatike. We are threadbare. We've got Calvin Ramsey on the bench. He's not played for us in 5 years. We've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench. We have got loads of players on the bench who were barely driving the last time Liverpool won a league title. Which was last year, just FYI. They weren't alive the last time Arsenal won one. Mr. Sharpovich says, honest Liverpool fans coming out and saying it's not a pen. Respect. Behave yourself. Javier says, Kirkes getting cooked. Nobody can explain to me what cooked means. Just seems to be a silly thing people mention a lot. Creed Van Crow says, me, I'm also watching from Uganda. Paul Slater says, absolutely no way is that enough for a pen. Well, you say that's not enough for a pen, but that's not been the standard in the Premier League this season, has it? There's been pens given for exactly that. Exactly that. Ronnie says, we got robbed of a goal yesterday with Sandro's goal. It wasn't a foul, and Liverpool's just got robbed of a pen. There you go. Mr. Edwards, you can't have a pen, mate, but here's a super chat. Oh, you're a man after my own heart. Thank you very much for that, mate. Appreciate the super chat. Very, very kind of you. Breyu says, watching from Kenya. Gaz says, contact in the box. It's a penalty. It's very true. Very, very true. And 3-star Reds evening, Sam. Oh, goodness me. Excuse me. Deeper, greener pastures, says Key. Crying like always. Get your bucket ready for second half tears. Oh, listen him. Listen him. Creed Van Crow says, let me talk. Okay, Jennifer De Bruyne, the floor is yours. Oh, good grief. Javier says he really is, but whatever you say, mate. I'm not denying that he is or he isn't. I simply asked you to explain what cooked means. What does cooked mean? Dan Dog says the result for us yesterday was shocking. Where are our African players? They need to get back very, very quickly, don't they? Very, very quickly. Many Kim says watching from Kenya. And David says watching live from Nairobi. Wishing Arsenal all the best. Liverpool. You meant Liverpool. That's an easy typo to make, I promise you. Watching from Nigeria, says Ikechukwu. And Bryn says, just watched again, mate. He stood on the defender's foot. The defender has to be able to stand there and challenge. No, the defender puts his foot in. He puts his foot in. It's not that he planted his foot and then Frimpong stood on it. If that happened, I would agree with you. Watch it back. That back, I'm telling you, we'll see it again in a minute. We'll see it again in a minute. Frimpong goes to put his foot down and Hincapié puts his foot in. He puts his foot in and he moves. There's direct movement of his foot towards him. Mountain Turtles, I was watching you on TikTok, but I have to say here, that Reese guy is driving me insane with his zero ball knowledge. Oh, Reese. Javier says minimal contact. It was minimal contact, but it was contact. I'm glad we agree. I'm glad we agree. Contact all the same is still contact. Ikechukwu says, I'm waiting for your tears, Key. Wait away, mate. You'll be waiting a long time because Liverpool are going to win tonight, buddy. Jake says, I'll take that half-time 0-0. Thought we played good in the first half. Can't believe Arsenal fans called that the best goalkeeper in the world. And Bryn says, no, mate, he was here. Oh, hang on a minute. We're not seeing it on this one. It's going to be the next one. He wasn't standing. I'm telling you. Bryn, watch it back. Watch it back. I'm telling you. That wasn't a champion's performance. Oh, but this one is from Arsenal. This one is. Are you... Oh, mate. This is not a champion's performance. Do you know what? We're going to see it full time. I'm telling you. This is going to be a draw. This is going to be a draw, probably. And it's going to be Arsenal fans going, is it full time? Is he blown for full time? Yes! Get in there. We've got a draw. Draw FC. It's classic Arsenal. It's the same thing they did with City. Same thing they did with City. Minimal contact, minimal contact. I keep hearing it. Minimal contact is still contact. Alfie says, I haven't really been happy with Gyökeres' performance for Arsenal. I'd rather have Jesus starting. And Bryn says, Everton were robbed of a pen against these, so it doesn't surprise me. Were they? Oh, you were, actually, yeah. Everton were absolutely robbed. Everton absolutely were robbed of a pen. Yeah, you should have had a pen against these. Javier says, just got to beat your low block. Well, there's only one side been in the penalty area and had a penalty claim and a shot off the bar, mate, and it's not been Arsenal. Jake says, by the way, how was that not a penalty? Ref's been a joke. Telling you. Mr. Sharpovich, you couldn't tell $500 million was spent on this squad after that first half performance. No, again, most of them aren't even playing. Most of them aren't even playing. It would help if we had them fit. If we had them fit, then I'd agree with you. I am Crute says Gyökeres has probably been the worst player on the pitch. And Liam says, is Gyökeres even starting? I've not even heard him in that first half. Gyökeres. Paul says, if you were in the ground, you would not have even noticed anything on Frimpong. Mate, and again, that's a standard that I would love. I would love us to go back to that standard. But that isn't the standard in the Premier League, is it, Paul? Let's be dead honest with each other, mate. That is not the standard of the Premier League. The Premier League is players are going down in the box with exactly that contact and getting penalties. Liverpool should have had a penalty. By the standards that's being held across the league all season, Liverpool should have had a penalty. I don't like it, but it should have been a pen. It should have been a pen. I am Crute. It looked more like Frimpong rolled his ankle and fell under Hincapié's foot for that pen. He only rolled his ankle after Hincapié kicked the bottom of his foot. Watch. Watch it, but I'm telling you, we'll see it again just before half time. I'm telling you. Bryn says the refs are really awful again, Key. Absolute dross. And Shirley Boy says not happy with Gyökeres. IBL says coming to the Emirates and parking the bus. Typical Champions performance. Parking the bus against Wolves. That's a typical new champion, apparently. Shapton says we all agree this is Arsenal's season. It might well be. Yeah, it might well be. Ethan says Taylor is a United fan, so there's no surprise he wants Liverpool to lose and City not to win the league. No, allegedly he's an Altrincham fan. That's why Anthony Taylor is allowed to referee Man United against Man City. He's not actually a Man United fan. He's an Altrincham Town fan. So there you go. Liam says Arsenal didn't even score against Wolves. This is not even me. It's not even me saying this. Creed says we're watching Wrexham tomorrow, by the way, if any of you all want to join the stream again. Yeah, listen, hit like, hit follow, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help. We are live tomorrow for Wrexham against Nottingham Forest, but we're also live for Mali against Senegal. Big 4 p.m. AFCON quarter-final. Mali against Senegal. Yeah, maybe. Who do you think wins that one? Ashish, it wasn't a penalty, calm down. It was a penalty. It was a penalty. SLS says Arsenal will score 2 goals now. Yeah, listen, if they do, they do. Like I said, they've got to. Arsenal have to. Arsenal absolutely have to win this. Liverpool don't. Arsenal have to win this. Paul says, no, they shouldn't. It was nothing, absolutely nothing. He then stays down, exposes his defence in the hope that the game stops. Did you see his ankle? Did you see how his ankle bent? He rolled his ankle. Bryn says, what times, mate? So the first game is 4 p.m. That's Mali against Senegal. And then Wrexham against Forest is a 7:30 kickoff. So I'll be live for both of those tomorrow. And yeah, you can let me know what you think. Ethan says, I've seen it a couple times at Alty. All to keep his covered, I reckon. Nobody is born into an Altrincham supporting family in Manchester. It's red or blue. They'll just be his second team. Yeah, he used to go running past our office in Altrincham. I am Crute says, I'd get Curtis on for Macca. Anyone on for McAllister at this point would be a win. Anybody. Katapi says, Liverpool is going to win. I'm watching from Zambia. Yes. Yes, the copper bullets, the Chipolo Polo, Zambia. I love it. Frimpong literally fell 1 minute after that was a clear dive. No chance. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And Shapton says Arsenal will remain top as we see. Of course they'll remain top. Absolutely they'll remain top. But they should win. They absolutely have to win. Given how much Liverpool have missing tonight, given how little in form we've been, to be honest, Arsenal absolutely have to win this one. I am Crute says, Key, you'll love this. Javier, an Arsenal fan, is telling us how to win a league. Reece says, I reckon we'll be watching both AFCON games tomorrow. Reckon this storm might pee on the FA Cup parade. Kashuki-sen says, you are funny and fun, a great content creator, big up from an Arsenal fan. Yes, mate, cheers for that. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate the likes and all that good stuff and the comments and the shares and everything. Just appreciate you watching the game with you. And it's lovely to chat football with everyone. Paul says, has Frimpong gone off with ligament damage? No, he has not. Rolling your ankle doesn't always mean ligament damage. Have you ever rolled your ankle? You can roll your ankle, mate, and it absolutely batters, and it even does swell up, but you can get through it. You can sometimes sort of play through the pain, and I imagine Frimpong comes off in the second half, but he probably got another half hour to an hour in him. But yeah, if you roll your ankle, you can certainly make it through. You can keep playing. Probably not smart, but you can keep playing. Ashish says McAllister is important in the second half. Not for me. I think McAllister needs to come off. Look at my balls. Alfie says 62 million for a striker that's only scored 7 goals in 23 games. He needs to do better. Who's that? Is that Gyökeres? 62 million for a striker that's only scored 7 goals in 23 games. He needs to do better. Is that Gyökeres? Who are we referring to there? Look at that. Substitutes. £273 million spent on that Arsenal bench. 62 million on Liverpool. And by the way, that's 62 million. 40 of that is Georgi Mamadashvili. So if we're talking about just outfield players, the cost is probably about 12 million, honestly. It's about 12 million, that. Terrible. Paul says, stop talking absolute cobblers, mate. No, I know, but you said that you can't go off. If you roll your ankle, you go off with ligament damage. That's you talking out your arse, mate, because that's not true. On a Burmo, I've rolled my ankle and walked miles with a huge backpack on. It happens. It does happen. It absolutely happens. Right, we're about to get off and underway for the second half here. Oof, are we going to get a winner? Are we going to get a winner, or is it going to finish 0-0? If there's a goal in this, good grief. Gaz, I'm well behind you. It's only just kicking off. You're all right. You got time. You got time. Oh, Arsenal go long from kick-off. No surprise there, I guess. Kashi Kixen says, love your accent. Cheers for that, mate. Muki Serken says, Ken, watching from Uganda. Love that. Mr. Edwards says, Liverpool can definitely win this. And Nigel Crass says, tell your friends and family about Key's channel. His knowledge of football is right up there. And I love that sense of humour, breath of fresh air. Well, some would debate that, mate, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to say. Second half goals. Arsenal top with 26. Liverpool second with 23. So, second half certainly suits these two teams. I'd be surprised if there isn't a goal in the second half. Paul says, no pen, he's still on. There is nothing wrong with him. Oh, sorry, mate. I forgot you only get penalties given depending on the injury sustained. You're not very smart, you are, you, Paul? In the nicest possible way. Come on. You're digging yourself into holes here, mate. Graham says there's only Robbo and Curtis on the bench. There's not really anyone else. Yeah. Here's Gakpo. Chased down by Saliba. Go on, Cody. You've got him. You've got him. Ojambo says Arsenal 2, Liverpool 0. God Given says, do you provide real match, not fake? Real? What do you mean, do I provide real match, not fake? I don't know what you mean. I'm watching the real match. Yeah. Gaz, are you from St. Helens, bro? Originally, yeah. Originally, that's where I grew up. St. Helens. Van Dijk with a switch of play. Over to Frimpong. How's he managing to walk, Paul? How is he managing to walk? One-legged Frimpong. Come on. Paul will lose his head if he manages to score. Into the box. Strike from Wirtz. Oh, penalty! Must be a penalty. Are we having a penalty for that, ref? Are we having a penalty for that, ref? That's another one. That's another one we should have had. Are we going to check this or what? He danced through that Arsenal box there. He absolutely danced through him. Florian Wirtz, look at that. He kicked away at him. How is that not a pen? How is that not a pen? Oh my God, that is an... How is that not a pen? He don't get any of the ball. How are you not giving that? How are you not giving that? You can't not give that. Oh. Fucking hell. Yeah, no penalty. What a surprise. There's a very high bar for a penalty tonight. Fucking hell, that's a nil. Second penalty we should have had now. Second penalty. We should be 2 up here. 3 if you count the one off the bar. Cookie Dan says FA and refs hate Liverpool. 2 absolute crystal clear penalties. Crystal clear. I don't know what more you're looking for, ref. Comes across, gets none of the player, all of the ball. Frimpong. Oh, hey, book him as well, Gyökeres, the rats. Look at that. Straight through the back of him. Give him a booking. Give him a booking for having shit hair as well. Book him. Penalty that, innit, Mr. Edwards? There you go. Absolutely flew into him. He flew into him. I just don't know what we're even watching anymore. How are we getting through this? Like, it's the inconsistency for me. It's the inconsistency, because that is not given 10, 15 years ago, and I wouldn't expect it to be. But it's given this season. It's given this season, and if it's given this season, it has to be given there. That's all people want, is consistency. If you're going to give stupid, soft penalties, then give them to everyone. Liverpool are in again here. Oh, Kirkes, unlucky. Unlucky. Two penalties now that Arsenal have got away with. The champions, the great Arsenal. They're lucky, lucky boys, these. Very, very lucky boys. Reece says that first one was much more so a pen for me. Well, hey, at least one of them was a pen. At least one of them was. I think both of them was a very good chance. I think the second one was more of a pen than the first, but both of them. Tom Toyland says that could have been a pen, but no chance on the first. It's what I'm telling you, you can't not give that a pen. GTFC says Arsenal fans' heads would be gone if it was the other way around. Hey, GTFC, you cursed Leeds last night, didn't you? Do you remember that? 3-2 Leeds, and you came in and you said, Key, you don't know ball. Leeds aren't going down. Bang! 4-3 Newcastle. You absolutely lost your head. Sarah says, yes, if that was Arsenal, they would have screamed for a pen. Lucky Arsenal yet again, says Nigel. It is. It's a lucky, lucky gunner session tonight. That's what we're talking about. Lucky, lucky boys, these Arsenal fans. And girls, not sexist here. Lucky, lucky. Bryn says, great game last night, that game with Leeds. They've not got a kick here in this second half, Arsenal. Paul Slater says, do you just shout penalty like a Torres sufferer? A Torres sufferer? That's someone who doesn't like bullshit. Mr. Edwards says, Trossard got lucky there, very clumsy. Very, very clumsy. Because it's Arsenal. Says, so it is, it's true, isn't it? Arsenal not getting penalties given against them. Standard. PGMOL have an agenda. Creed Van Crow says it was a pen. That's from a Preston fan. Got Preston fans and Norwich fans coming in saying that was a pen. Bryn might mean Tourette's, mate. I knew what he meant, Bryn. I was just being facetious. He's coming in being a smart ass. But if you can't spell while being a clever dick, then I'll take the piss out of you. If you're being a bit of a numpty, trying to be a smart ass, make sure you spell. GTFC says you said no chance Gay going to Arsenal, so it's 1-1. Arsenal's not... Gay isn't going to Arsenal. Gay is not going to Arsenal. He's not going to go to these. For a kickoff, he wants to play football. Frimpong's in! Frimpong's in! Go on, Frimpong! Ugh. Why is he only about 4 foot tall? He's the fastest player on the pitch, but he's about 4 foot tall and the ball bounced too high for him. Ah. Reece says 1-0 Arsenal from a Rice corner, 85 plus minutes I'm sensing. Yeah, a room breaker. FMR says I'm a ref and I'd have given that. There you go, qualified ref saying he'd have given that. Paul Slater, it wasn't a pen because it's 0-0. Brad says a couple of seasons ago Odegaard was playing basketball and now Trossard's playing rugby. Yeah, Odegaard in the box, bouncing the ball at Anfield. And Tom Toyland says it'll be funny if Arsenal win a soft penalty. I'm expecting it. I'm expecting it. The way the game's gone, honestly, I am incredibly proud of how Liverpool have played so far. And if we do end up losing this, even if we lose 1-0, whatever, I'm happy with this. We've played quite well tonight. We've gone here with half a team. All of our best players are injured. And we've come here. And apparently these are the champions elect. They've got the full squad out and we've battered them. We've battered him. Absolutely battered him. We should be in front. If there was justice in football, we'd be in front. Graham says he played the man, not the ball. Very true. And GTFC says Arsenal can't even beat Liverpool's B team. It's not even our B team, this. It's our C team, this. Liverpool's C team. Bradder says first logical thing Paul has said is that it's still 0-0. Mr. Edwards says I'd love to hear the VAR audio about that Wirtz penalty. Lucky, lucky boys. That's all we can say. Lucky, lucky boys. Gladys Van Gran. You'll never walk alone. Cheers, Gladys. Adam says Trossard might be sent off. Should be more careful. He should have been off. Should have been a penalty and a yellow card. Off you go. Second yellow. Get him off the pitch. Timbo says, hey, Key, I think Liverpool have done well so far, but this is not a C team. Have you seen the penalties? We should have had at least one pen, shouldn't we? Ball in, cleared. That's easy. Easy peasy. Shannon Adams says, yes, it should have been a pen. Timbo says 7 of them are starters. Well, not quite. Not quite. Creed says the only negative on Slot for me is Kirkes over Robertson. I just don't get that. I think Kirkes has done quite well tonight, actually. I think he's held his own against Saka. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're gonna concede a few against Saka where he gets past you, but I think he's done all right, actually. On a Permo, was it another yellow, though? Well, no, it probably wasn't another yellow. Who's this coming on here? Lewis Skelly. Jesus Christ, things must be desperate for Arsenal. They're putting Lewis Skelly on. Goodness me. Goodness me. They're putting the England under-21 left back on. Miles Lewis Skelly. God knows he's not getting a kick at the World Cup. Adam says, have yesterday's results negatively impacted this game? Hey, maybe, yeah. There's a very good... That's a first shout. Maybe Arsenal are just starting to... City have, drop points. Oh, God. That's classic bottle job syndrome. Classic bottle job. Mr. Edward says that probably VAR's reasoning, not wanting to ruin the game by sending Trossard off. And Reece says, Key, let's calm down bantering Lewis Skelly. It's not like you've played that well. People have been better than you. Been better than Arsenal. Easy peasy. Oh, look at that. Yo, Key Thomas on the screen with the frown. Can't stand Arsenal, man. He wants them to go down. Pre-match, he's preaching like today they get cooked. Then Saka hits the net and suddenly he's shook. Wow, I love that. Absolute bars from Derpina there. Love that, mate. Fantastic. Never had someone write a little poem, a little rhyme. That's brilliant. Felt like Big Shaq then. Lewis Skelly is rash, but that's all young defenders. Here's Canate, who's somewhat rash and not all that young. Here's Gravenberch. Good play by Liverpool. This is brilliant play. This is better. Good play by Sobersley. Scottish GHK says Robertson has lost a bit of pace, so for replacement, if not 100% fit. Here's Frimpong. Go on, get at him, lad. Get at him. You've got Lewis Skelly. Oh, he's done him. He's too easy. No, not with that ball in. He's absolutely got him all ends up there, Frimpong. Timbo says Key was an underground MC back in the day. GTFC says, I guess Arsenal are back on set piece, save us settings. Tony Pulis on the bench. Cookie Dan says, why do Liverpool always turn up against the big teams, but the little teams, they don't? Well, this season, that's been the case. Yeah, we've turned up when we've needed to, maybe, but we've struggled in games we really should have done better in. Mr. Edwards says, Lewis Skelly has good potential, just needs time. I think he needs to get to somewhere else where they'll play him. Honestly, I think Lewis Skelly, he has got potential, but he's not going to realise it at Arsenal. Same with Ethan Nwaneri. These are players who need to leave that club very, very quickly. Timbo Key's rap name was KT Rhymes. Yow. Boom. Adam says, Key, I would seriously worry if Gabriel Jesus comes on for Gyökeres. Listen, mate, I am not going to not worry for the next 30 minutes. Liverpool have been the better side in the second half. Arsenal have barely had a kick in the second half. But I am absolutely still worried. I'm absolutely still worried. Arsenal are always liable to pinch a goal. But we've started the second half very, very well here. Miles Lewis Smelly. That's a bit harsh. Shannon says Salah is gone. Ekatiki take over on that wing. Ekatiki's not a right winger. MC Tugs. MC Tug in the box. Shapton says, hey Key Thomas, still there is a large chance for Arsenal to win. Absolutely. Large chance for both teams to win. 30 minutes to go. Bryn says, must be an OG in this for the arse. It's the only way they're going to win it, I think. It's going to need to be a... Yeah, it's going to need to be an OG. That's a foul, ref. Thank you, sir. We'll have a free kick and a yellow card for that. Zubamendi, get him booked. Get him booked. That's dissent. Get him booked. MC Chinese hater. MC, great bunch of lads. Gyökeres has done more hair flicks than had good games this season. MC Define you. Oh no. I thought we'd have let that one go. Ethan says, Lewis Skelly fits right at Arsenal, all confidence and ego with nothing to back it up. 1 minute he's sitting Haaland's celebration and next minute he's getting benched for people who aren't even left backs. Honor Permo says Arsenal are a bit subdued. Right, well, Szoboszlai free kick here, and it's very similar in position. Maybe not in distance, but very similar in position to the one that he scored at Anfield. It's almost identical to the one he scored at Anfield. Mohamed Yassin said in the chat that Szoboszlai would score a free kick. If he does it, Mohamed, I want the lottery numbers off you, mate. This is absolutely unbelievable if we put this in from 40 yards out. Szoboszlai, strike, 50 yards wide. Unlucky. Scottish GHK says Key's got all the shirts. Shouting penalty for Wirtz. He knows the score. Arsenal are poor. European trophies are incredible. Forget being invincible. It's not bad. It's not bad. I like it. I like the rhyming. Red Shite playing well second half, says Bryn. And Adam says Nkapie injury might force Gay transfer, like how Havertz injury forced Eze transfer. But Gay, listen, if you're Mark Gay and you've got all these clubs like knocking on your door, why would you go to Arsenal? Why would you pick Arsenal? In what world are you picking Arsenal? He doesn't start at Arsenal. It's a great ball again, and Frimpong's in down the right-hand side. It's a fabulous pass. Frimpong, you've got to do better here. What's that, mate? You've got to do better. Oh, what has he done? Szoboszlai. Come on, Liverpool. Bryn says, do you do merch, Key? I don't, mate. No, I don't feel like I've earned the right to do merch. I'm a nobody. So yeah, until there's a point where people are like, Key, give me some merch. Key, give me a cameo. Then maybe I would. Maybe I'd do a cameo and merch. But right now, no, I'm not doing cameo and merch. Skitty keep bap bap. And a good tune. Szoboszlai free kick, throw in for Arsenal. Yeah. Standard. Conor Bradley out to Frimpong. He's been better, Frimpong. Here's Conor. Go on. Not like that. Oh, Go on. Love that pressure. Love that pressure from Liverpool. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Derpina says Arsenal have got this. We stay compact, control tempo, make them overcommit, and then we'll punish when it's safe. Very, very possible. Yeah, very, very possible. Trossard's coming off. No surprise. Should have had a penalty given against him. Lucky, lucky boy, Trossard. Should have been off. Should have had a penalty against him. Martinelli on for Trossard. Gabriel Jesus for Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres off. Gabriel Jesus is coming on. Liam says t-shirt merch. Can we have a yellow there, please, sir? Thomas says thoughts on Rice being clear of Gerrard. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. All-timer. Mr. Sharpovich says Jesus and Martinelli coming on. That's the game wrapped up. Yeah, it's. Oh, here we go. Jesus down the left-hand side. It's a good run. And it's a good piece of defending from Kanate. He did very, very well there. Gakpo, you've got to get it away. You've got to get it away, Cody. Oh, it's Gravenberch. Even better. Oh, Ryan Gravenberch. Well done, lad. Beautiful play. Oh, even better. And Liverpool are in. Liverpool are in. Liverpool are in. You've got to find the pass. What are you doing, Frimpong? Oh, my God. You've got to find the pass. You've got to find the pass there. Oh, we have got these on the ropes. When I tell you we have got these on the ropes, we have absolutely done these. We have had these today. I'm telling you, we have literally had these all day. Oh, my God. Frimpong. Oh, it takes a deflection as well. They're so lucky. So lucky. Adam says Liverpool have to stay focused here with these impact subs. We haven't got anyone we can bring on. Liverpool are going to have to just ride it out. We need a big end to the game from... I think this might have been... The problem for Liverpool, I think, is that we've had our spell now. Or maybe we'll have a little bit more. Maybe we'll have another 5-10 minutes. And then the last 15, Arsenal are going to hit us hard because they've got fresh legs off the bench. Joel says, did you see Wissa with the corner flag yesterday? I didn't know. What did he do? What did he do? Timbo says, we all know what happens when one team does well for most of the game. The other team then wins it. Standard. Yeah. Tom says, Frimpong should come off. It's not his day. The crazy thing is, though, is that he is actually getting in behind and he's causing real problems for him, isn't he? Oh, Martinelli's gone down now. Oh, hey, are we going to give a penalty for that? Are we going to give a penalty for that, Arsenal fans? I bet they're claiming for it. Don't put it out. Don't you dare put it out. No, not now. Don't you dare put it out. Not a chance. Not a chance. Let him lie there. Let him lie there. No chance. Let him get up. I'm sure he's fine. Martinelli, diving. Yeah, you can stay there. Keep down. Stay down. Well done here. We're still on here. We're still on. Go on, pinch it here. Oh, my God. Look at the state of Anthony Taylor. He's given a head injury. Shocking. Shocking. Oh, my God. Ah, oh, look at the state of that. That's an absolute dive. Look at the state of it. Look at the state of it. He's... That's a total dive. That is an absolutely monster dive from Martinelli. Diving Martinelli. Yeah, get up, soft lad. Get up, soft lad. There's no wrong with you. And you as well, Saka. Arsenal's diving wingers. More of a penalty than the other two. They'll claim for anything, these Arsenal fans. That was on ball, that, from Saka. Mr. Edwards says, nah, you have to keep Frimpong on. He's your best threat. It only needs to come off once. That's it. That is it. Correct. Yeah. Penalty for Martinelli. Oh, goodness me. Penalty for Martin. I've never heard such shite. I've never heard such nonsense. Contact in the box key. I'll give it you. You can have it. You can have it with pleasure. We can have our two. We'll have our two and you can have that. Go on, I'll give it you. I'll let you have it, Paul. I'll let you have it. You can have that one and we'll have the other two. I should be looked at by VAR. Oh. They'll claim for anything, these. Claim for anything. Thomas says, who are Liverpool at the end of the day, though? 6 times, mate. 6 times European champions. That's who we are. Someone Arsenal have never done in 100 plus years of nonsense. Never even won a European Cup, Arsenal. European giants, apparently. FMR says Chiesa for Frimpong, please. Not for me. I think we need to keep Frimpong on, honestly. Chiesa's a nightmare. Don't want to bring Chiesa on in this circumstance. It's a clip. Oh, Saka. That's a yellow card all day, every day on him, that. All day, every day. Yeah, Saka, don't you dare come back on. You've got to stay off you. You had that bad head injury, didn't you? You stay off, lad. Arsenal down to 10. Come on, keep him off, ref. Keep him off. Horrible head injury for Saka, that. On a Permo says Chiesa has end product and that elite mentality. Disappointed how it's going for him at Liverpool. I don't get it. He's not, mate. He's not fit. He's not fit. He's literally. He's been telling the manager. He's been telling the Italian national team. I can't. I've not been ready to play games of football. That's why he's not getting games. He's literally said, I'm not fit. I haven't been fit. Timbo says, Arsenal have no European pedigree and have stat padded their trophy cabinet with 16 community shields. Is that how many they've actually won? 16 friendlies. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. Sobersley. Into Bradley. Over to Frimpong. Liverpool have really dominated here. 70 minutes. Arsenal have not had a kick in the second half. I don't care what anyone says. We have absolutely wiped the floor with these. Our C team has wiped the floor with them. T16 says if he's not fit, then why is he on the bench? He's on the bench because sometimes he's only able to give 20 minutes. You don't name a player on the bench and necessarily know that they can give you 90 minutes. Sometimes it's like we can get 20 out of him. And that is what it is with Chiesa. You can get maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, but no more than that. On a Permo, is it a stamina and athleticism issue? Well, his exact words have been, I have not been physically or mentally ready to start games of football. That was in November, mate. So it wasn't that long ago. He's turned down multiple international call-ups to Italy. So, yeah, mentally is a factor. I'm guessing it's the fact that he's had lots of big injuries. And the big injuries that he's had have had him out for a long, long time. This is a player we know is top class. But there's a reason why he cost 12 million quid. Let's be dead honest. There's a reason why he was 12 million quid. Oh. Throw in. Pour that. Pour that from Alisson. Last 18 minutes. Come on, Liverpool. Stay focused. Stay concentrated. Oh. Ethan, you have to question if Arsenal are even top 5 biggest clubs in England at this point. 5th at a push. They're not bigger than Chelsea or City. And they're not bigger than Liverpool or United. So, yeah, they're 5th. They're not 5th at a push. They're definitely 5th. But they're not bigger than Chelsea or City. Like I would have said 20 years ago, I would have said 100% it's Liverpool, United and Arsenal are the top 3. But not anymore. Here's Saka. Great defending from Kirkes. Everyone's had a pop at Kirkes. He has been brilliant there. Done very, very well. Very, very well. Good lad, Kirkes. That's exceptional defending. Stood up to it there. Creed says, I've been trying to send a poem, but it's not going through. Oh, mate, save it. Save it. I'd love to see it. Thomas says City's history is 20 years old, and already they've got, greater pedigree than Arsenal. On a Permo says, doesn't seem like the kind of player that's just going to let that beat him, though. Do you get what I mean? No, but I think also the Premier League's probably not the league for him. If you're gonna sort of edge your way back in, probably not the league to do it. Is the most physically intense league in world football. And I think a move back to Italy, back home, would suit him at some point. Reece says City didn't have any history before 2012. And again, that's true. But in 13 years, 14 years nearly, European Cups, Premier Leagues abound. They have had an era that Arsenal have never had. And it's the same with Chelsea, to be honest. Chelsea didn't have a history really before 2004. But multiple European Cups. They've won everything. Europa Leagues, Conference Leagues as well. Arsenal haven't. Chelsea beat Arsenal in a final, haven't they? Chelsea beat Arsenal in the European final. Alfie says, played well in the first half. Now we're scared to get in the box. Yeah, they've really struggled, Arsenal, today. They've really struggled. I think Liverpool were the better team in the first half. I think we're the better team in the second quite comfortably, actually. We've battered them second half. We're knocking it around at the Emirates. Our C team is knocking it around at the Emirates. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Here's Kanate, Sobersley, back to McAllister. McAllister, I'll give him his due. He's actually had a good game tonight. He's actually had a good game. Here's Gakpo. Tolga says, come on, Liverpool. Oh, my God. DC says, your C team. Yeah, no Isak, no Salah, no Ekatike. Oh, my goodness me. Get him out. Go on, Frimpong. Well done, lad. What a ball in that is. Hit it. Oh, better. Unlucky, Dom. That's all right. Last 15. Big last 15 here. People go OTT and act like they were Bury or Accrington. Us and City had a history. We were still in the top 10 or biggest English clubs before the money. Yeah, you were still all right clubs. You were all right. But, yeah, you've skyrocketed in the last 20 years since the money, obviously, haven't you? Onapermo says, this is poor from Arsenal, letting it happen. And Ethan says, City were the first team in Manchester to win a major trophy. Ooh, Arsenal struggling at the back here. I'm telling you, still time. Look at it, they're giving it away. They've given it away. Sobersley, hit it. Oh. Go on, Grav. Go on, Grav. MC Ruth Davidson. You shithouse. Mr. Edwards, right, young man and chat. I'm off to bed. Early start tomorrow. Take it easy, mate. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I'll see you soon. Timbo says Arsenal literally have a Wikipedia section called Bank of England Football Club. Oh, it's great play from Wirtz. Dancing through that Arsenal defence. They're terrified of touching him. They're terrified of touching him. Go on, Frimpong. You've got him. Yeah, he's done him. He's done Lewis Skelly. All ends up there, but his ball in's terrible again. Go on, Connor Bradley. Not like that. Fucking hell, Connor. Come on. Oh, Connor. Connor. Help us out, lad. 2 more changes from Arsenal. Eze and Madueke to come on. They're not bad changes, are they? Eze and Madueke. Liverpool. Who's Liverpool bringing on at this point? Maybe Calvin Ramsey and Rio Engamoa. Yeah. Oh, no. This is so, honestly, this will be so grim if they win this now, because we have been so much the better side. So grim. Timbo says Frimpong will never be as good as he was in Germany, I don't think. And Joe says, Key, if you win, you have to sing North London Forever. Oh, you must be joking me. You must be joking me. Alfie says our main team is struggling against a C team. Come on. Rohale, how's it going, Rohale? Good to see you, mate. Tom Toyland says, I'm a Palace fan watching as a neutral. And lovely to have you in the chat it is, Tom, for what it's worth. HMS pissed the league, sank last night down Brentford docks, I heard. Yet to hear updates. HMS pissed the league. Long ball forward. Long ball FC Arsenal. Into the box. Keep him out, Liverpool. Oh, well done. Well done, Frimpong. That'll do you. And now on the counter. That's a throw in. We'll take that. We'll take that. Josh says, hey bro, nearly the weekend. I see Arsenal choking the league later this season. As per usual. And Bryn says, fancy having these two on the bench. I know. And fancy having them two on the bench and like struggling against an absolute B team Liverpool. Joe Key, it's been absolutely brilliant getting me on back at some mates today. Oh, what's that? Oh, they've missed it. He's absolutely shocking him. Here's Verts. Jack Pullen, is that play up Pompey? Pompey play up. Here's Kanati. Into Sobersley. Grav. Sobersley wins it back. Yes, Gravenberg. Good lad. That's a foul to Liverpool. We'll take that, sir. We'll take that. We'll take that. Free kick to Liverpool. Gabriel Jesus. He can't hack it him. He can't hack it. Ethan says they won't bottle it again. They can't after 1 billion spent. Or can they? It would be the biggest bottle job in Prem history. You better believe it. Graham says it's here now. Dominic Sobersley. Top dolly here. Oh, come on, Dom. Come on, Dom. Take the roof off. Take the roof off here. Creed. Oh, you can't say that. I can't read that out. Tom says can't call them bottle jobs yet. Still 6 points clear. They're not going to bottle it. They're not going to bottle it. Milan losing to Genoa. Fucking hell, Milan. AC Milan. Hopefully Sobersley misses this, says Archie. Oh, even the Ev are getting in on the act. He had a little rangefinder before, Sobersley. He's going to stick this in here now. He had a little rangefinder before. This one's going in. An absolute replica of the one at Anfield. Sobersley. Oh, just over. Gobi says, which position is Man United? Oh, I don't know. Forget checking now. We don't even check where Man United are in the table. Don't even check it now. On a permo, mentally, when you know you can trust your striker to pull off real centre-forward play, it will bring it all together. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Frimpong again with the flick. Did well there, unlucky. And Frimpong wins it back again. Good lad. Go on, Sob. Go on, Sobersley. That's a foul, ref. We'll take... Oh, my God, as if he's not give that. Oh, my God, as if you've not give that. If they score off this... Oh, as if you've not just give that, ref. That is the clearest bloody free kick. That is the clearest free kick you will ever see. Oh... This ref. Goodness me. Mark J thought Liverpool would get battered tonight. I know, hey, I've been hearing it all week. Liverpool are going to get battered. Are you ready for that 3-0? I hope you've got your bucket ready, Key Thomas. I hope you got your bucket ready for all your salty tears. Yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening. We've battered you all night. We have battered you. Here's Conor Bradley to launch one forward. Liverpool are going to win this later on. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's going to come. I'm telling you, we're going to stick it past them late on. Yellow for Arteta. Justice. The tears may still happen. No, they won't. Don't start saying things like that, Timbo. Fucking hell. Don't start saying things like that. Don't speak that into existence. Hey, Tamal says, I knew this would happen. Standard Arsenal. Oh, that's not a foul, ref. What's up with you? It's never a foul. You've got to let that play on. Milan have just scored, and if your mids and wingers don't completely trust the centre-forward, they can diddle. That's true enough. Milan's just got a late equaliser. Oh, Arsenal down the left. Martinelli. Far post. Too easy. Too easy, that. And it's offside. We'll take that all day, every day. We'll take that. It's 5:42 a.m. here in the Philippines. Can't believe I stayed up for this. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, mate. It's been one of them nights. It's been one of them nights. GGS Key, we've been shite. No, we've been very good. We have been very, very good. And it's been a Liverpool team, that have not at all stood up to, for most of the season, it's been a very, very poor Liverpool team. But we've come tonight and we've stood up and played very, very well. And do you know what? Last 5 minutes, I don't even care what the result is now. Don't even care what the result is. Liverpool have played incredibly well here. Deserve massive credit. Kirkes has stood up against Saka. He's had a really, really good game. He's been very good. I think McAllister, and I've criticised McAllister more than anyone this season. I think McAllister's been fantastic in the midfield, as has Soberslai, as has Gravenberg. I think Wirtz has danced into the box, should have had a penalty. I think Frimpong's done really well. And yeah, I think Liverpool, absolutely, for me, I think Liverpool have deserved, at the very least, a point tonight. But I think they deserve more. Timbo says Liverpool have played very well, though. If it wasn't such a wet pitch, Liverpool would be winning this. Couple of passes that have just got a little bit overhit, haven't they, at final moments. Still time. Come on, there's still time. 4 minutes to go. Wirtz, McAllister rather. That's our ball, that. Nah, we'll take it. That's all right. Free kick. Brad says it'll be our first half. This is our first 0-0 of the season if it stays like this. Is it really? Alfie, I'll take a point. We've been the poorest team this whole game. And Nigel says Liverpool have been the better side. Yeah, for me too, Nigel. I have to say, better side by far. Gakpo's down there. Liam says, would Arsenal blame the weather on the ball here? Or the weather or the ball? No, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Still 5 minutes or so to go. Well, it's 3 minutes plus injury time. Graham says, Arsenal haven't been poor, Liverpool just too good. Liverpool have had a really, really good game today. This is exactly the sort of performance we can take into the rest of the season. Been a very, very good performance. A proper away performance, this. However you want to dress it up. Go on, Wirtz. Oh, lucky. Well done, Verge. Good play. Verge and Canate have had a good game at the back as well. Arteta will blame something. Honor Permo says, I voted a draw in the poll. Did you really? I didn't think... Well, I thought it'd be a draw, but I didn't think it'd be a 0-0. I thought there'd be a goal in this one. Ooh. Yeah, go on, Kirkes. Drive, lad. Get in the box, Liverpool. We need some outball, anything. Brilliant professional performance. Love it. Shannon, I voted Liverpool to win. What's that, Verge? Come on. On a Permo says Liverpool have been good compared to this season's standard. Absolutely. Arsenal still have been poor though. Arsenal have been below their best, but I think that's been mainly due to how Liverpool have defended. I actually think we've played really, really well. This is a proper good away performance. And it's not even like you can say we've not created any chances. Liverpool have had chances, and we should have had a penalty, at least one. At least one penalty. We should have won this game. If there was any justice, we should have won this game. We've been the better side. And I don't even think Arsenal fans can dispute that. The resilience shown by Liverpool thus far tonight is definitely due to Slot setting us up this way. Correct. It's really good, isn't it? It's really good. Really, really good from Arne Slot. It's a yellow card for Alexis McAllister. Genoa missed penalty to win it. Jesus Christ, what a game in Serie A. How many minutes added on at the very end of this, though? That's the question. Could there be a sting in the tail for Liverpool or a sting in the tail for Arsenal? That's the question. Oh. If either side was to throw this away now, oh, it'd be absolutely heartbreaking. 5 added on, I reckon. Let's see. It's coming up. 10 seconds left. Here's Madwecki. Come on, Kirkes. You've got him, lad. You've got him. You've got him. 4 added minutes. 4 added minutes. Easy that. Easy peasy from Jesus. Timbo says, did you see Richard Key's tweet about Gabby Logan's dad passing? Yeah. That is classic Richard Keys, that. Classic. Yeah, by the way, Gabby, I know you're grieving for your dad, but just let you know, I got you your first job in football as a favour to your dad. Pfft, what an absolutely shameless human being he is, by the way. Absolutely vile. Oh, Martinelli. Great save from Alisson. I told you, Martinelli is... I don't care what anyone says. Martinelli is basically Arsenal's best attacker. I firmly believe that. He's Arsenal's best attacker. And they keep putting him on the bench. I'd have him at Liverpool. Easy. I'd have him at Liverpool. Easy peasy. 3 minutes to go. And Arsenal are now pushing. If anything, this is where they're going to nick it, innit? Oh. Martinelli is exclusively good against Liverpool. Nobody else. He always turns up against us. Here is Martinelli. Good block from Frimpong. We needed that. Go on, Sobersley. Don't let him go down there. Don't let him go down. Oh, well defended. That's a foul, Liverpool. Well done, Canate. He's been very good tonight, Canate. 2.5 minutes left. He's done very, very well here. And that's 4 points we've taken off Arsenal this season. Champions, apparently. Champions, best ever, greatest ever. Saliba and Gabriel, greatest centre-back of all time. Declan Rice, unbelievable, better than Steven Gerrard. Yeah, where are they? When are they turning up? When are they turning up? Let me know when they turn up. Will says, would you take a 0-0 here, Key? I said I'd take a draw before. A draw's perfect for us tonight. We stay in touching distance of Villa. We've not lost ground on Villa. We've not lost ground with United. We've gained a point on Chelsea. This is fine. This is perfect for us. Psychologically, this is damaging for Arsenal. Let me tell you that. This is very psychologically damaging for Arsenal because now Arsenal are it's going to be one of them. Yes! We got the draw, same as it was against City. This is how Arsenal do it. Oh! Get him off, ref! Get him off! Get him sent off! Gabriel Jesus is it, and Martinelli. He's off. Yellow card. Get him sent off. Martinelli, you're wrong, and I liked you as well. I liked him a lot. Get him sent off. Get him off. Get him off. Look at Alisson. Alisson's screaming at him. What are you doing? Honestly, I'm sick of Alisson coming out and trying to stop players getting sent off. Keeps doing this, Alisson. He does this every time. He did this against West Ham. He came out to try and stop Lucas Paquetá. Oh, Look at Rice here. Rice. Get off him. Get off him. Paul, above you by 14 points. That's where they are. Oh, Paul. Little nibble. Wait, Paul. Oh, he's there. I've got him. I've got him there. That was first time. First cast. FM No Casuals. It's why I love Alisson. I can't lie. Well, he wasn't that successful keeping Paqueta on the pitch, was he? Bradley went down there. What, a Martinelli tried to shove him off the pitch, did he? Oh, do you know what? Look at that. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. That's absolute. Why did he throw that at him? Why did he throw the ball at him then? And then, oh my God, that Martinelli should have been off. Martinelli should have been off. That's ridiculous from Martinelli, that. On a permo, I agree, Key. I feel like Arsenal got spooked by the thought of the quality they needed to win these games and be champions. It's a psychological hurdle. It is. It is. Honestly, he's... Arsenal, for me, this is a massive psychological... Yeah, it's poor from Arsenal. It's poor. And they're going to struggle to get past it. Conor Bradley off is a very bad sign. Joe Gomez comes on for the last 60 seconds here. Come on, Liverpool. See it through. See it through. Daniel says he injured himself. Whose fault is that? Piss off, Key. Yeah, did he throw the ball at himself or did he throw himself off the pitch? No, he didn't, Daniel. Piss off, Daniel. How about that, then? Paul, truth hurts, though, doesn't it? No, not really, Chief. We're something. I've seen something you've not seen. I've seen Liverpool win a Premier League. You've not seen that. You've not seen that. On a permo says Raya vanishes, teleported off the pitch. And Ree says, Martinelli, that's my winger, get in. Oh, don't even start. Come on, ref, blow up. 96 minutes here, blow up. We'll take the point. We'll take the point here. We'll have the point all day. Blow up, ref. Come on, Anthony. That's us done. Lego Head's finally been booked, has he, Jake? Yeah, that's about right. Very distasteful from Martinelli, says Liam. It is. It's unprofessional, innit? Standard Arsenal. Classless. Classless. Oh, we've got to defend a corner. Oh, this ref, he's desperate. He's desperate to give it to Arsenal here. He's absolutely desperate. He is absolutely desperate to give it to Arsenal. MCFC says just the refs showing they want Arsenal to win the league, taking ages. Well, listen, this is exactly what happened against Leeds. We had one corner to defend. One corner to defend in the last kick of the game. And all we needed to do was defend this. A point away at Arsenal is an exceptional result, but all we have to do is defend this corner. Keep him out. Header. Hey! Yes! Shithouse. Get him gone. He's crap him. He's garbage. Yeah, full time. Full time. They're shocking, these. Yeah, champions. Yeah, you might well win it because everyone else has abdicated. But these champions, you've got to be having a laugh. These aren't champions. You've got to be having a laugh. I tell you what, these are shocking. We've played better City sides. Do you know what? I've played better Everton sides than these. These are absolutely dreadful. And if they win the league, well, hey, maybe it's just process of elimination. They've won it finally after spending £1 billion or whatever. But it was absolutely... Liam, there you go. Liam said it. That was shite from Arsenal. It was, wasn't it? It was shite. Absolutely shite. Absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely ridiculous, that. Shocking. Alisson's having a little commiserations with the Arsenal players. But look, we've got a point. We've gained ground on Chelsea. We've gained ground on... Well, we've not gained ground on Villa. But either way, we've kept pace with Villa. We've kept pace with Man United. And we are still in 4th place. Liverpool are absolutely fine with that. We'd have taken a point before kickoff. But Arsenal, it's a real psychological ledge that they have just not been able to get past. And that is exactly what we see with Arsenal. Tomorrow, I am going to be back. I am going to be back tomorrow with 2 big games. I have got Mali against Senegal. It's a 4 p.m. kickoff. Mali v Senegal in the AFCON. Big quarter-final. Mali v Senegal. Come and check that one out with me. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. And then tomorrow night, we've got an FA Cup fixture. Wrexham against Forest, FA Cup, big game, FA Cup third round. Let me know what you're thinking on that one. And then we'll be back for this weekend. We've got loads of Premier League, FA Cup games this weekend as well. Sunderland, Everton, Tottenham, Villa, Liverpool, Barnsley, Derby against Leeds. We're going to be doing all of them. So if you want to watch football, if you like these watch-alongs, give me a like, give me a follow, give me a subscribe. I really appreciate everyone in the chat, all the love. Really appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take it easy. Have a nice night. See you soon.